Check. 012. All right, we live. Everybody grab your mic. Try not to mess around with this stuff too. Tap it.
All right.
Yeah. Everybody go around, introduce yourselves. And then we want to know, what you guys, how you guys stumbled on D.O.P.E.llum. Let's just start off with that question.
Internet.
Friends.
You said what?
Friends.
Oh, friends.
Yeah, same for me. Same for me. Friends.
Friends. Who? Which friends?
Shagun.
Who?
Shagun.
Oh, Shaguni.
Yeah.
Shaguni. Yeah. He's a good
Shaguni.
friend. Heather. Yep. Heather, the creator. I rise the best. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, sweet. Well, welcome to That's D.O.P.E.llum. This is the first time that, we've actually figured our shit out. And it is doing pretty good so far. Sounds good. Everything's... It's not a bring your own headphone podcast this time. You remember that shit? Yeah. Or microphone.
First go around.
Yeah. Did you watch it at all?
Yeah,
No,
I did.
we were just
I saw
fucking
it.
around, That's pretty much what we do.
Somebody just brings like a
Can you hear us now? Here, can you turn my headphone up? Because I can barely hear me. Yeah.
everybody.
You can't control it?
I think it's mostly because of music.
Oh, it's probably a good thing. There, yeah, I guess. Yep. All right. Well, I'll deal with it. All right. Rock and roll. Well, let's talk about this boxing match that's going to be held at the Bomb Factory April 12th. Did you know about it?
I don't know anything about this.
Okay, well, there's a boxing match right here that's happening.
Nice.
In the city.
In the city, right here. D.O.P.E.llum's going to be a part of it. We got hooked up through Braylon, our buddy Braylon. And we're going to be out doing some promotion and some marketing and stuff like that. And my good sir over here is going to be fighting in it.
Oh, yeah? All right.
One of D.O.P.E.llum's very own is going to be out there knocking some fools out.
Yeah.
Are you excited, man?
Oh, always. I'm kind of a crash out, but, creative crash out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, are you, how long have you been training for this fight?
For this fight, honestly, man, I've been in and out of training camps for...
All your life.
Yeah. Not all my life, but since I've been back home, really, started off the pro career. I don't know if you know, but Dallas has their own boxing team.
No, I don't know much. Honestly.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Enlighten us all.
Oh, so there's this new boxing concept. It's the team concept, and so Dallas has their own team. It's called the Dallas Enforcers. So the league is on their third season right now. Season 3 kicks off in April.
Okay.
So literally, it feels like boxing is literally kicking off in April. But
Yeah.
it is the start
Aries,
of
baby. It's warrior.
and my
Warrior.
birthday's in April.
Mine as well, my good sir. Mine as well. When's your birthday?
April 16th.
16th?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm
Where
a
you at?
4-4.
4-4?
Yeah, the 4. It's coming up. It's creeping up.
A lot of my cousins.
Today's the day, by the way, it switched over. It's Aries season. It's officially.
First day of spring, right?
Yep. First, it's actually like,
March Madness was today.
it's the new year to some
that
people,
too,
you know.
It just
know?
jumped off.
Spring is more reasonable than winter.
Dude, hey,
You know?
I'm trying
Right.
to tell you,
I agree.
this team boxing thing, they're trying to make it like that's crazy.
There we go.
They're trying to make it like the NBA, NFL of boxing. It's getting kind of lucrative.
So what? It's like point systems? What?
So
How is it a league?
it's your typical boxing match, but you got a group. You literally have a state. So Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. Right now, we'll just take Texas teams. We'll tell you about the other teams, but we care about this state. Dallas alone has a roster of fighters, professional fighters. And so when you try out, you can try out as an amateur. But once you try out as an amateur and you make the team and you fight, you are now a professional forever. You can't go back. So this is a league almost. It's almost like
a certification.
Yeah, it's like a transition to the pro league for those
Like a
amateur
G-League.
guys.
How do you like it? Does it make sense? What's up? Like, what's the benefits of this league?
It's tough actually. So it's a 1-round platform.
Okay.
So every fighter gets 1 round with the same or with an opponent of the same weight class. But
Just 1 round.
1 round.
Okay.
One professional.
It's a point system.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so it's about technique.
Well, you got so
Like
so
one
think about it is
90-second round, or like
No,
how
so
long
it's
is
a
the round?
3-minute round.
3-minute round. Okay.
so the whole 3 minutes you're fighting, and you got to be in shape because think about this. Everybody's fresh in the first round.
Yeah.
Super fresh.
Yeah, you guys are ready to go.
But you got to keep going through that.
Well,
So
sounds
so
fun.
here's the fun part. Coaches pick the players that they want in the rotation. So if they go for the bid and they say, hey, Dallas gets first pick, they get to pick the fighter that they think starts the leg off the best. If they get a
so
win,
wait. So they're switching fighters every round?
yes.
Okay, and how many rounds are there? Is it?
I think total they did 12 last year.
Okay. Yeah.
So
you
they
got
have
you got 24 fighters in one match.
Yeah, it's pretty hectic.
Okay, so
I
are
need
people
to
getting knocked
show you
out? Are
guys-
people getting knocked out?
Oh,
Yeah, is that what's
You
happening?
can get
Is that-
knocked out in one round. for
Hey,
you
sure.
get
matter
3
of fact-
minutes to just
matter
go
of fact,
wild real quick?
Whenever you get a chance, go look at Dallas's highlight
Okay.
from the TCL last year.
All right.
Crazy.
I have a feeling you got some nasty shit.
No, I didn't get the fight last year. I was behind the biggest guys in the world, like guys like Greg Hardy, like super giants. Like I'm like the small heavyweight, like at the time. And even now, they just opened up another weight class that's closer to my weight. It's like 205, like 190, like between that weight class. But Dallas has like 3 people that made it to the brawl off. And then, so every season that I've watched so far, Dallas has had like a star, like fighter on their team. And I think this year there are 3 stars for sure. One of them's AJ Graham, AJ Stevens. I know both of these guys personally, and it's like double trouble with them. They're like argue all the time, and they fight really hard. It's hilarious.
So that's who you're up against in your weight class?
No. These
You're just saying that these are top guys that are
Oh
out
yeah,
here.
these are top guys.
Okay.
They're on our team.
Oh, dope.
And
okay.
I think AJ's fighting at what? Like he was at 140 last year. Stevens, we call him Wolf, just so they don't fight over the confusion. Wolf, I think he fights at 160. Dude, he had a knockout that like changed the whole pace of the fight. Like I think we were down against Philly. Like we fought at Gillies. I don't remember who it was, but I think we were like down by like 2 or 3 points. Bro cracks him and knocks him out. The crowd goes.
So what do you get? You get 2 points for that, for a knockout?
I think it's either a yeah. So there is you get knockout points.
Okay.
You do get
A point for a decision, 2 for a knockout. I imagine.
Knockout, baby.
I don't remember. I need to
It's
dive
interesting.
back.
It's
in.
cool. I like it. It actually
Yeah.
sounds pretty interesting.
But everybody's in the same weight class.
What's up, Bob?
like,
You
for
like
when
boxing
start?
at all?
Okay.
I tune in here and there to it.
Yeah.
Here and there.
I like watching fighting. I think it's cool.
I'll say this: they keep it exciting. Like I said, the 1-round platform allows for all the excitement you can imagine, just with fights. And you know, it's the local pride. You know, the Dallas having their own team. You know, we're kind of hurt. We're in the midst of something right now. But you know, having another team to kind of follow and like keeps tabs on.
Yeah, I
like,
think that's
cool.
great. Like having like a local like team
So,
for boxing. Like
How many boxers are on the team?
Total right now, I want to say, well, because the thing about it is, man, like
People get injured, right? And then you got weight class. So what? There's like one person
Yeah, you gotta
or 2 people per weight class or something.
you got
like
a
that?
3-deep roster, almost like football.
So like
you got
15,
you got a starter, you got a backup,
15 to
and then you got a reserve.
18 players or fighters, I guess.
And our coach, he's really
It's interesting.
Coach
man. It's a
T-Mac.
new way to
Coach
whoop
T-Mac,
each other's ass.
he's a really intelligent guy, local boxer. He used to be a champion here in Texas. He knows so many people. He keeps a roster full of people ready.
Yeah.
Like a lot of boxers in town want to box with T-Mac.
Well, it's just people have a lot of aggression, and ultimately UFC is very popular and everybody wants to fight. You know?
That's another league is UFC.
Well, you fighting that as well, though.
I did
yeah?
MMA. I did
Yeah,
MMA.
yeah,
So
MMA, my
XKO, I got some guys in XKO fighting tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, some dog wrestlers. They, my guy D.P. over in Fort Worth. Well, really North Richland Hills. They just opened up the dog pound. Him and Kevin Holland got some guys that they train out there. I'm talking about dogs, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody in there is really a dog. Mostly wrestlers.
Meow.
Mostly wrestlers and just top-notch grapplers and just people that want to punch you in the face.
You know, Dallas is mean, all right? Texas is pretty mean. It's hot out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What did you think about the last boxing match between Tank and Roach?
I love it. I love it. Well, because you gotta think about the, if you're in the sport, it's like it's almost culture to kind of just have a like an opposition, just have her downfall. You know what I'm saying? So
you think tanked?
I don't think he tanked.
What happened here?
I don't think he tanked. I think somebody else just stepped up.
Okay.
I think Roach performed to the level that they did not expect or respect.
For sure.
So
Was this the first time that they fought?
I don't know too much. I didn't know too much about Roach before the fight.
A lot of people didn't.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing about boxing too is if you get an opportunity like that, it's almost, I don't want to say it's like a clout chase, but it's like you earn respect for knocking off the king, right?
Of course.
So if you knock off Ali, you're the GOAT, right? So, you know.
What? It was a draw? What was it?
Yeah,
was a draw, yeah.
it was
a draw.
Yeah, a draw. Hey, if you the other side, hey, that's
a win, baby.
That's a win.
It's better than a loss.
Hey, I fought Tank and I got a draw. Matter of fact, we had a guy in our team fight Tank.
You personally, do you think it was a draw?
I think it was a draw.
Do you think it was a draw?
I didn't see enough of the fight. I'm not gonna cap.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see enough of the fight. I'm a highlight guy. Like if I don't buy the fight or watch it at somebody's house, like I'm gonna find a way to stream it. But until streams crash, whatever. Hey, don't tell nobody I did that.
Yeah. Nobody's listening.
You haven't said your name yet, man. You got to introduce yourself.
I'm Jared King, by the way, fighting out of Dallas, Texas. I am a heavyweight, and I like to punch.
You're a heavyweight.
Yeah.
So what is that? 205?
205 and up.
205, baby.
So it's like light heavyweight, middle heavyweight, heavyweight. So heavier.
Well, so wait, so heavyweight's just 205 and whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And you fight whatever?
Dude, I fight whatever.
Okay.
Actually,
Fight whatever. I'll fuck up a seal. I don't give a shit.
Most of the guys that I've fought have always been bigger than me. I think I fought a guy that was 300 pounds one time. In the amateurs, there's a clip of me like punching this guy out. You know what he said to me?
Ouch.
No. He looks over. He like I bloodied his nose up, so the ref was like wiping his nose up so we could restart the match. And he looks over at me. He said, "You gotta hit me harder than that," and blows me a kiss. He goes,
Wow.
I was like,
It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
How'd that fight go, by the way?
Right,
Did you hit him harder?
It made you want to go harder, like, you know
So
what?
is that
I'm
one of
gonna
your
give you that
first
kiss.
fights or what?
that was like one of my first few amateur fights in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
Very big boxing city, but it was.
Is that where you started?
Yeah, that's where I started.
Okay.
Well, I technically started here, but I didn't start competing here. I started competing in Little Rock at a gym called Major Moves.
Okay. Right on, man.
Shout out Major Moves.
Major moves. So, let's see what. So your opponent on the 12. Have you fought this guy before?
No, I've never fought him, but we worked out actually at the gym that I'm hosting my camp at.
So you guys are familiar with each other. I mean,
I've seen
Dallas
fight.
is small.
Don't get me wrong. Like this guy's not a chump. Like he just fought at the DeSoto event that they had. They had their first boxing event ever at DeSoto Stadium.
Okay.
He was in that. Granted, he lost, but I think that had to do with him like gassing out. And this guy that he fought was an MMA guy, so he was he was boxing an MMA guy. So it's gonna be like he kind of crowded the space and then started to clinch him up. So when I saw with the footage that I saw, it just seemed like
there wasn't much boxing.
Well, yeah, it seemed like the clinching was kind of wearing him out. So I've seen him box. It's not like I said, he's not a bad boxer. He's a professional. All my respects to professionals. Like I said, if you step up to the plate and you get in that ring, you earn my respect.
Respect. Yeah, hell yeah.
Like I respect Roach for taking on Tank. Like, don't get me wrong, Tank is still one of my favorite boxers. Like, and a lot of people are not gonna fight Tank. But there's boxers out here that step up to the plate. Like, take Frank Martin. Frank Martin wanted to step up to the plate. He trains at our gym that we're doing Kanpai.
Oh, he's here in Dallas too?
Dude is constantly in training camp. Like, and the thing is, like, people won't respect a boxer that lost to somebody like Tank, but it's like, dude, this guy could break your jaw like glass.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, you guys are assassins.
And then when I seen him in person, like him and Tank, like these like they're kind of stocky, dude. Like they're like short guys, but it's like if they punch through you, it's
gonna hurt.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt. I mean, it really doesn't take that much to get somebody. You just have to get
placement.
good.
It's
Yeah.
placement.
Precision. Sniper shot.
Speaking of placement, hey Kev, you kicked me in the nuts. We're gonna fight.
Oh shit! All right.
Nah,
which Kev we talking about?
Kevin Holland.
Okay.
It's a joke that we have in class because like he'll show us the move and then like I'm the training dummy. He's like, hey guys, you want to see this new move that I made up? And he just kicks me in the dick and runs away. I'm just like, bro,
don't fall for it.
Don't fall for it.
Well, that's dope, man. I'm excited about the 12th. There's a bunch of shit going down in D.O.P.E.llum in April. Yeah, you got D.O.P.E.llum Art Festival, the 4th through the 6th.
That's gonna be good.
That's gonna be popping out here too. There's gonna be a bunch of artists and music.
You got a 420 thing going on, right?
Yeah, we got that, but then we got the 12th. So we got April 12th, which is gonna be the Victory. I think it's 3 boxing match right
Three
here.
round? There are three
at Bomb
matches.
Factory. No, it's a full-on, dude. There's a huge, great lineup. It's a full-on boxing match that's happening right now.
Oh yeah, some of the best boxers in Dallas.
Fernando Garcia, you got S3, you got my man Jared over here, King.
Mr. Burley Brooks is there.
Yeah.
Burley Brooks.
Burley. I don't know if Burley's on this one.
He's not?
I don't know. I think there's some stuff he needs to, some complications or something like that with.
Because that's the name that I saw that was up.
Yeah, we talked to him, and I think that he's just got some registration paperwork stuff. Paperwork.
Dude, that's one thing that'll mess you up too. Is like just trying to get registered.
Yeah,
Texas Boxing Commission. They're
you have to have a license to fight. Where's your license? Whip it out real quick. Yeah.
I'm curious what this looks like.
Real quick. I got a license to whoop your ass.
Let them know it's official. Like,
yeah.
You the real deal.
There you go. State of Texas.
License to fight.
There it is, y'all.
I wouldn't say
cover
that.
up some
he might
shit,
have like
a
number.
But there it is. He's legit.
That means you can't pick fights with him.
Hey, you want to borrow it? You can borrow it.
You don't get a pass to pick fights with him.
I don't think I do very well with that.
So yeah, we got the boxing match on the 12th, and then we got Thursdays on the 17th of April, and then we got the 420 event on the 20th Sunday. It's gonna be a fest from 1 o'clock to 11 p.m. It's gonna be a whole day fest. There's like 20 some bands and artists jamming out.
That's a Sunday, right?
Homies. It's a Sunday. Yeah. It's Easter Sunday.
Is it?
Once you're done with your family, bring your ass out.
420's on Easter?
It is, my good sir. It's a good 420.
You know what that means,
Jesus. We're gonna be burning.
I am
Jesus
that
was
I am.
resurrected for this
He's
party.
burning that tree,
The burning bush is talking to me, Mom.
3 eggs, no ham.
Mom, I'm sorry.
So no, it should be good. I mean, honestly, with all the stuff that's happening in the state with the ban, the THC ban and stuff, we got to
Wait,
be
what?
careful.
Wait,
Yeah,
what happened?
they're about to crack down on the dope, on the weed, man.
What? Have I just
I don't
been
know
out
what
of
you're
the
talking
loop?
about.
They're so the Senate just passed something that they're gonna. It's a here. Let me read it for you guys.
They're cracking on
They're cracking down
on the THC,
on the
derivatives of it.
THC. Exactly.
How?
So what was it? It's Delta 9, Delta
Oh.
8, THCA.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
being a little
Any
too
Any
lenient
drinks
with
with
the-
THC in it. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
cracking down, man.
Wait, but
Alright.
didn't they just open all that up?
They did, and then now they're about to, it's just,
They're renaming.
I mean, it's still
all that?
medicinal.
it's like
I
the
don't
stock
know.
market, man. They pump
Yeah,
it
it
up
doesn't
and then
affect medicinal.
they
That's
get everybody
Well,
hyped up. They start
you wanna
making
know
money. They
something?
line up business. They're gonna hurt a lot of people. Look, we had a bunch of sponsors that were gonna get down with us,
You know-
and this whole thing
The problem
is
with that
messing up the money, man.
Yeah.
it's because they just don't legalize it fully. Like nobody wants the separated components of marijuana. You know what I'm saying?
But
They
that'll
want
never
to
happen in
arrest
Texas,
people,
though.
man. They want to
They'll
throw
never
people in
legalize it
for
in Texas.
fucking
They
playing.
need their money.
Well, so
While we're out here getting hammered.
I was out in
All night,
Arkansas,
every
dude,
night, man.
Where it's legal.
It's legal, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it feels like there's already a system in place that works, where it's so close and the demographic is almost the same, and it's just like, why can't you guys figure it out? Like that blows my mind.
Like my mom always says, she says the system isn't broken. It was made to operate the way it is. It's like they gotta throw us in jail so they can make money off of us.
Yeah.
Keep us in poverty.
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm
there's
saying?
other
Like
drugs that you can throw
people are
in
getting
jail.
busted for pens and all types of stuff. It's like it's not
Look,
cool. It's not cool.
if
And
you-
it's not fair while people are getting hammered and driving around drunk all the time.
Officer, I'm just gonna tell you in advance.
There's no change in that. Alcohol
What,
is here to stay.
alcohol?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's here to stay. But
Yeah, they're
Officer-
not going to get rid of that. I mean,
But-
that's what our economy is built off of. Like, there's $80 million in alcohol
American culture.
sales in Dallas a month or something like that. Like, the economy is ran off of people get boozing.
It's American culture.
It's American, baby. America.
I just know if I get pulled over for a pen, I'm resisting arrest. I'm sorry. You probably gonna have to shoot me in the ass. I'm not gonna.
You're going to be the pendejo.
I'm just
bro.
gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be like, bro, seriously?
No, they are. Dude, I know people that got busted and they're on probation and then they got a
Yeah,
felony
like,
charge
yeah,
and
like-
like it just stacks up and it's sad and it's just bad. Like people need their medicine and
well, it depends on where they
well-
got busted at, though.
Well, because that's what
it does. Yeah, it does.
Well, 'cause what I
didn't they
was-
just pass in Dallas like you can have up to 4 ounces or something like that without it being
It's 4 grams.
Yeah.
no 4 ounces,
No,
bro.
4 ounces. I thought it was 4 grams.
Yeah.
It's a ticket.
I thought you
but
couldn't have over 4 grams for it to be a felony. If it goes over 4 grams, it's a felony.
No.
No.
If
It's,
you got
if
4
it's
ounces,
like
they give you a ticket for it.
if it's like they'll give you
Give
a
you a ticket for
They're
an
gonna give
ounce?
you- they're-
No,
no,
you
no,
have
no.
like less than 4.
4 ounces, they'll give you a
They
ticket.
give you a ticket for it. Technically.
I don't know, man. All I know is it's some bullshit. End of the day, it's bullshit. But let's go to Hefe over here, man. What have you been up to, bro? Life. Yeah, what type of life, man?
The randomness.
The what?
The randomness of
the randomness.
life,
Yeah.
I never know what I'm doing any given day, but I did mean to come here today because I've been waiting for this for months.
You didn't. Yeah. So you didn't know about.
Yeah, I
There
did
was a
for
plan.
this.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
You've been coming up here for a minute, bro, and we appreciate the love and support.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it could just be John and I up here sitting by ourselves and no homies. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate it. And look, it takes to build a community takes a lot of participation.
Oh, yeah.
And we're doing our best to kind of keep this thing going. Ultimately, this is church for us. And I know it's church for a lot of these other cats that come here. They jumping on stage right now, like
They need
being
outlet.
able to exactly, man, exactly.
This place invites real people, so I'm always here to support that.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, you're out here rocking with a lot of these homies all the time, man, and it's like it's a lonely world, and it's important to have a village. You know, we have to have a village and a place to go, and have some type of form of community. Otherwise, we get lost, man.
Agreed.
I think that's why a lot of people gravitate to music, because just like you said, it's a lonely world, and then you connect just off of a sound, off of something you heard.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's magnetic.
It's universal, man. You know, it's the universal language is rhythm. Fuck the words at the end of the day. I mean, the words.
Did you guys ever see the sound capture that they got from the black hole in space?
Nah. Nah. Oh. Should we play it? You got it on your phone, man?
What does a black hole sound like?
Yeah.
It sounds like a
That's a
water
different
drop.
black hole.
That's a brown hole right there, baby.
It sounds like a water drop, like coming from like the ceiling. All you hear is just like it goes.
Well, man, they say that
With an
everything
echo?
started off with a vibration, bro. The you know?
Because that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of, like, you know, the beginning of the world. It wasn't created. What was it in? I think it was astrophysics for like beginners or something like that. Neil deGrasse Tyson. And they talk about like the concepts that they thought of when they were talking about the creation of the universe and how it expanded. And they were saying like sound had a big.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Vibration,
Like part of the Big
bro.
Bang and all that.
You eat some mushrooms and everything
Yeah.
is just vibrating. It's frequency.
Yeah, sound is like one of the ideas of the creation of the universe. It's like a
Yeah,
like a
there
big
was
bang,
the word,
you know,
man. It was
essentially
the
the bang, like the sound, not
It's
not
a
not something
vibration, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Can we play it? What's up, y'all? Y'all want to hear what a black hole sounds like?
It's gonna be a lot of crying.
Don't sound like this mofo right here. Clark Rogers over here. Skip ad. Let's go. I don't know if y'all can hear this.
Cup it in there.
Oh, that's like Cheech and Chong, man. You remember? Oh, come on. There we go. It sounds like that. Look at Stan. There's Stan. That's what the universe sounds like. Our homie in the background. Good old Stan.
That rumbling noise.
Francisco hopping on the mic.
Oh,
Are you guys watching the live stream?
shit.
You know, the other
Okay,
live stream? Stanley's up there. Stan Francisco, the man, doing the damn thing, his little jam.
Oh, dude, I pulled up on him.
What's
at
up,
the
Jared?
Texas
When are you getting
Team.
up there, bro? That's the real
dude,
question, man.
I have really whack bars.
You lack bars or
Yeah, whack bars.
whack
The
bars? Oh yeah.
Most terrible bars.
Well, you'll fit in
Oh,
with
you
the rest
good.
of the rappers out here, bro. Don't be scared.
Wiggity 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 whack.
Yeah.
That's actually my favorite genre is whack rappers.
Is that a Spotify playlist or
You
something,
should
or is
find
it
me in
all
there.
Spotify playlist?
Ooh.
I'm a
who's taking
Pandora
jabs?
mofo over here. The
You say
thumb
that?
thing has worked for me. I got years and years of, thumbs up or thumbs down on radio station. They,
Oh man,
they go hard, bro.
whenever I have YouTube Premium, that's like my algorithm's done for. Like it knows me.
It knows you all too well.
It's
Yeah.
bad.
Well, my YouTube right now is pretty much, Miss Rachel and let's see, Mr. Boom Boom's play room, which is music, man. This is not perverted. Oh, this is
Mr.
kid
Boom
shit.
Boom's, oh.
It's kid shit, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I got a little one.
Like-
so
like,
we're just watching
what was it,
cool
the
ass shit,
Backyardigans?
but mostly music stuff. Huh?
I was what the Backyardigans and all that.
The
Because I was about to say Miss Rachel's like the. So I used to have.
she's gotten annoying. We
So you had to
skip
switch
past.
it up.
Yeah. She's on
Yeah, it gets
Netflix,
annoying
man.
fast,
She's sold
but yeah.
out, bro. She's
Yeah.
on Netflix
Hey,
already.
she don't she make good money though?
No,
Miss Rachel.
she's on Netflix, bro. She's
Yeah.
eating.
Yeah.
She's
Shout out Miss
well
Rachel.
fed, bro.
Real
She's
bad,
well
Miss
fed, and her
by the kids.
Yeah, from the kids, man. I mean, YouTube for kids is where it's at. That's where the bread
That's
is
where-
at.
that's
tell you
where the
truth,
money is,
You
honestly.
know, some kid programs, man.
Shoot,
There's a
didn't
bunch.
Snoop Dogg end up having like a kids show too?
I'm sure. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
like-
all over the place anyway. Snoop Dogg is
YouTube
everywhere.
Kids or
I don't know if he.
or just in general.
I think in general, like he had some characters that he played.
Maybe he's a feature on the show.
Yeah, I think he was featured in like a bunch of kids shows. I mean, he's like in the.
Dude, you see Snoop Dogg everywhere. He was in the Olympics.
Right.
Yeah, he's for kids. Snoop Dogg
He
is
gets
for kids.
around.
Yo.
He
He's
gets
out here
around.
for
Yeah,
the
good
kids.
point. He is everywhere. But
It's Wu-Tang and Snoop Dogg, all right?
Hey, Wu-Tang's having their final tour.
Final?
They're having their last
That's
tour.
what it said.
What?
Wu-Tang forever. Yeah. I think they're gonna hit Dallas too.
Are they really? Okay, I
Yeah.
might have to check that out.
hopefully.
D.O.P.E.llum might have to sneak in there somehow.
To the back door.
Holler at the RZA. So, yeah, man, that would be dope. I don't know. Did you guys hear about the Wu-Tang's album? There's a bunch of controversy about that album that they sold for like $30 million or something like that.
They
To
sold
some
the album?
yeah, some
Skrelly
rich,
one, or-
some rich a-hole
You mean the original?
bought it, and they did another album that no one's even heard.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
Skrelly
he
one, right?
sold it. Somebody
And they
did tell
sold
me
it,
about
and it
that.
has
Yeah, they're
never
gonna put it
been
out. They're gonna put it
released.
out.
Nobody has ever listened to it or anything.
Hey, what up? Hey, how are ya? Sophia in the house.
Sophia. What's up?
You want to say something to the kids?
Did we already make the announcement?
Well, we did. We've been talking about a bunch of stuff, but we haven't made it a big
Don't do school,
announcement.
stay in drugs.
Maybe call me when you're
The
ready
announce-
to make it.
Yeah, we're gonna make the announcement shortly.
Yeah.
But there
What's
is
your
some
announcement?
stuff that's that we got to talk about because
Cool, then I will
the
see
world
you
is out here bullshitting about THC right now, and so there's some cold feet. Let's just say there's some cold feet, all right, and some sponsors that we'll talk about it.
Yadoya, baby.
Yadoya.
You
You either do or you ain't.
Yadoya. Don't be out here ainting, mofos.
How are we?
How are you? Long time no see.
So, Bot,
Squish.
talk to me, Bot.
What's up?
You're out here, training the kids right now. You got track and field.
Yeah, got my coaching going on. Track season just started, spring just started, so it's perfect and it always aligns.
I'm going to be there.
See what these middle school kids can do for me.
Well, you got the middle school kids doing your taxes right now? or what?
They probably do a better job than I do.
Well,
But-
they got AI, man. They know how to use the computer these days, you know?
AI
yeah,
is
it's
crazy.
Dude, AI is taking all of our
Dude,
jobs.
that's what I was
Just
gonna
wait.
ask you. How do you feel about
Everywhere.
your algorithm, like really like knowing you? Do you think it's weird?
For what? The AI? About it knowing my algorithm? I mean, my shit's pretty fucking simple. I'm a simple dude. I just kind of stay home and focus on my shit. you know?
Well, that's what I mean. Like I mean, just like
I
as
don't know.
far
It
as,
doesn't
like, the
bother me
music.
because I don't really get caught up in the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you just
I'm
like,
in
oh,
it,
it did his
I
job.
see it, but I don't really allow my emotions to get attached to that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
See, I like it.
It's like
That's
we
all
need to
right.
know what the fuck's going on. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of
I
mental
feel
health
like
going
there's
on,
I feel like there's
issues in this world, and there's a lot of depression. I mean, but that shit's been around for a while. I mean, our generation. I've lost a lot of friends to suicide and to drug overdose, and you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to actually just chill the fuck out. If that makes sense. I've been trying to chill out for a while.
right.
But
Well-
like I've lost a lot of friends to that shit, and it's a serious issue out here, and it's the war on everything else is like it's not as destructive as these prescription pills, and
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like what the doctors are out here
They know what they're
fucking
doing.
yeah,
They know what they're doing.
yeah, dope dealers, you know what I'm saying, like they are
Well, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say. Like the information, like so with AI and
As far as
like
keeping track.
well, just like different app. Well, because they're all using different databases, right? But like you were saying, like what's the source or root cause of the problem? Like you said, is the community good, or like are people learning it? Are people understanding themselves? Are people understanding the environment around
we
them?
like AI probably understands us better than we do, right?
I feel like it's a survival thing. Like,
No,
we need
like
to know things.
we do. The reality is we're in an identity crisis.
Yeah.
Okay, like people don't know who they really are and where they came from,
And they may be
and what their
knowledgeable, too.
ancestors had to fucking go through. through in order to just breathe air. And right now we have all the information in the world, but we don't really know how to apply it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much, so everybody's on information overload.
Too much false information.
There's a lot of
motivations to put.
There's truth and a lie, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to consider everything. And listen to everything and hear it. You don't have to accept it, but you got to be able to hear what the opposition is. You can't be biased. You got to know your argument, but you also have to know the other person's argument just as well, because you could be wrong. You dig what I'm saying?
Probably are.
We probably are.
You probably are, but most people don't want to listen.
They don't want to admit it. Yeah, I mean, it's ego, right?
way.
Yeah, I mean, it is like that's part of the identity crisis. Is like we don't know how to control our emotions, our ego. You know, we don't know how to deal with regret. We don't know how to do like simple emotional shit that we should be taught at an early age. We never had good examples. You know what I'm saying? I'm 30, about to be 38. And I've been looking for adults my whole fucking life. I haven't been able to find any. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, guess what? I better be the adult now. You know what I'm saying? I better look in the mirror and know better myself. I should know better by now.
Yeah.
I better know better.
Shit.
But, no, dude, we're in an identity crisis. People are lost. We've been lied to in many different ways. You know what I'm saying? And, our families have been broken up. We don't have elders. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just are disconnected in many different ways, and people are alone. And they get lost, man. They get lost looking at their phone all the fucking time. It causes anxiety in so many different ways, you know?
Are we at the point in society, and this is what I'm going to ask you, are we at the point in society where it doesn't even matter?
It still matters, man. Everything matters. You know what I'm saying? I just think there's a lot of people that are too stubborn to kind of go on to the next phase. You know what I'm saying? Like, consciously, we got to be open-minded enough to get ready for some shit that is probably going to prove us right. Like, well, like some fucking aliens. You know what I'm saying? Like some other crazy shit or some technology or something that's going to blow our mind.
I think it's going to be technology.
Or maybe it could just be peace, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people could probably not be ready for peace.
Oh, dude. So we used to have a commander.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not.
Dude, we used to have a commander. He used to say, you know, cherish every peaceful day because, you know, like, we're constantly preparing for war in the military, right? But then you wake up and we're not at war.
Well, look at the fear of war has been there my whole life, your whole life, everybody's whole life over here. It is my Cash App, which is, what is it? I'll text it to you here in a second. Yeah, buy a t-shirt. That's dope. That's D.O.P.E.llum right there. But I don't know exactly where I was at, but I feel like I was on to something. But let me send this over.
Talk about the anticipation of war, like, is prevalent. Like, we're always anticipating war. Like, we spend half our tax dollars
but it's been
the
there,
military,
right?
like anticipating like somebody want to come and, you know,
we've
try to take what we got, or
right. And at the end of the day, we're very, look at us right now, man. Like, we're fucking chilling. You know what I'm saying? The fear of war, that's the psychological warfare right there, right? Yeah. It's constantly people having people on their toes, feeling like someone's gonna come and take some shit from them. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. I mean, ultimately, you know, what are they trying to do? Keep us in play. Keep us away from wandering away from what? Authority of some sort? You know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, like, we have a lot of potential in ourselves if we truly tap into that shit, and you gotta have faith in yourself. You know, you're not gonna fucking walk into the boxing ring and not believe in yourself. You're going in that bitch ready for war.
Yeah, if you don't believe it, then
so are people ready? Are people ready for the repercussions of their comfort? You know what I'm saying? Like, we have it good. We're, you know, in America, we have it fucking good. 5% of the world's population, we use over 50% of the world's resources or some shit like that. Like, we're wasteful as fuck, but we just haven't realized our privilege.
You know when I started realizing, I started realizing our privilege is when I went to another country.
Certainly.
Yeah. I've been to Thailand. I've been to
That
Korea.
doesn't change your perspective, don't it?
Oh, really quick.
Yeah.
Really quick. And I mean, I felt like I was always pretty humble. I kind of knew, like, you know, like you kind of, like your parents kind of tell you when you're growing up, like, hey, like, you're being spoiled or, you know, something like don't be a brat or whatever. Because there's people that don't have homes or that don't have, you know, people telling them where to go and shit like that. And then you go and see it for yourself and you're like, hey, there's kids, like, running around on the
have
street.
nothing.
It's one thing to hear it, another to see it. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get outside of your space and experience other people's worlds in order to kind of have a better sense of what the fuck's really going on. I mean, I don't know, man. You got to know what hot is hot. You got to burn yourself, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, you know, wear a condom, of course, but, like, you know.
Yeah. Before you touch the stove.
Don't be Usher out here, all right? But I don't know, man. We're in a critical state right now, and just as a whole, no one really knows what the fuck to expect, what's next. You know, all I know is I'm gonna just keep going where I try to go every day, anyways. Tune all this shit out. We know the revolution will not be televised.
Yeah.
But it probably will be streamed on D.O.P.E.llum. You know what I'm saying? So fucking tune in, motherfucker.
Hey, that's a great segue.
You know what I'm saying?
How did he do that?
Oh, is that a John Day?
I might have to get up on that little mic right here. Hey, what you doing up there? What you doing up there?
What's up, buddy?
I'm gonna step off for a second. Like this is fun. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I'll be back on
All right,
later.
we're gonna take a little break then, huh? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
We'll be back, y'all. We'll be back, y'all.
Hey, now see.
Don't. We keep going. It's live. It's live. Yeah, so we're gonna have this bitch every Thursday. Yeah.
It's a good concept.
Go ahead,
right?
favorite. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We're fucking around with it, trying to work. So here we are.
Wow, so we're really coming to you live from
Coming at you live. D.O.P.E.llum Studios.
D.O.P.E.llum Studio, baby. What's up?
We got
We're from the Kanpai.
Wolverine.
What's up, guys? Here with Jay.
Yeah, I don't know who's watching.
All right. It's like this one's for the aliens. We know the aliens are watching the streams, right?
Yes.
See,
They're watching it.
the consciousness is out there. Let them know, baby. Yeah, this is actually pretty fucking wild that we're doing this. It's a really nice setup. But now, Jay, go and let the people know what you're working on now. Heard you got something with Maverick.
What's up?
Heard you got something with Maverick. What's up with that?
Oh yeah, so whenever I came back from this trip, me and Maverick just started meeting up every day for like a couple weeks, and we busted out an album.
Yeah.
And now we have an album.
Is it already out?
No, but it just needs to be mastered.
Okay.
And mixed and mastered.
Is Matt Kennedy gonna do it?
I think I'm gonna do it.
Are you gonna master it?
Yeah.
That's badass. So you learned how to do that.
It's there's AI mastering.
Wow.
We pay a monthly subscription, and it does wonders. Even Matt Kennedy was like, because he was trying to get us a master for like 1,000 per song.
Per song?
No, for the album. 1,000 for the album.
That seems like a lot.
1,000 for the album?
That seems like a lot. Is it?
Well, I mean, it was like a professional. It wasn't Matt Kennedy. It was another guy that was like top of the line,
Okay.
mastering engineer. Matt Kennedy was going to charge us the 100 per song.
Okay, that makes sense. 100 per song makes sense to me.
But the other guy was like, above Matt Kennedy.
Oh wow,
Yeah, Matt Kennedy was referring him and saying this guy.
that's the guy.
Yeah, but then we showed him the mastering from the AI, and he was like, honestly, man, I don't want to take your money. This sounds good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh boy, come on, step in the booth. But no, man, That's awesome. And so when is it going to be like out? Is your mastering?
Out. We put a deadline to finish mixing it and mastering it by April 1st.
Very nice. Okay, so I'll be able to hear it before I leave. That's gonna be cool.
Yes. Where are you leaving?
So I leave April 16th. I'm going to Europe 3 weeks.
Hell yeah.
London, Paris,
Hell yeah.
Italy for a week, Berlin, and then Madrid and Barcelona.
Takes lots of photos.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, it's so surreal to me because I know this is gonna be like the trip that I reference when I'm 60.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's gonna be that kind of moment.
Definitely.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, bud.
What you guys talking about over here?
I was talking about my travel plans, but first we were talking about the album he's about to put out April 1st.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
With Maverick.
Oh, it's you and Mav.
Yeah. And we actually got 3 other albums coming out too that we've been working on. One is the Umbrella Records album.
Okay. All right.
Children of Indigo album. And also King James album, Joe's solo album.
Oh yeah. Joe was telling me about that when we were over there filming with Val.
Yeah, it's a bunch of different producers. I have some beats on the album, and other producers have beats on the album, and it's pretty fucking cool.
Fire. Hell yeah, man. By the way, that is tobacco, you guys. So whoever's with this is just tobacco he's rolling, all right? He rolls his own tobacco.
It's not tobacco.
It is tobacco.
But it is legal.
It is legal.
It's Virginia's best.
Somewhere.
It's tobacco, y'all, all right? Just know that.
No, but it is legal.
It is legal somewhere. Hopefully YouTube doesn't ban us for that. All right. Well, it's educational purposes only. I mean, dude, you just,
They sell it down the street, around the corner.
Well, shit, it's in Oklahoma.
over there at the weed
It's in
spot.
Oklahoma.
Literally the spot down the street. It's called the weed spot.
Yeah.
It's like real fake weed. It's like fake,
It's
but
diet.
it's real.
It's diet weed, man.
Diet
Yeah.
Diet weed.
Diet weed, dude.
God
Shit
damn.
sucks, just like Diet Coke. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I'm on a diet for weed.
Fucking 10 joints a fucking hour fucking diet. It's good though.
And like, what is it, like THCA or whatever the fuck, Delta something?
Well, dude, they just banned that shit. Or they're trying to ban that shit.
trying to.
Yeah, they're trying to.
They're trying to crack down, man. What's up? What's going on?
They're just really trying to push us towards crack itself.
Again.
Yeah, they're just
And
trying
we're going
to get
back.
us out of the other
We're
shit.
going back. You know,
They're
that's
trying
what
to-
our D.O.P.E.llum logo is. You know, it's the dare shit. 80s crack epidemic. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dude, they're pushing us back to the good old days. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what they want. Yeah, the good old days.
There's not enough crackheads out here. Only meth heads, and yeah.
Yeah, we need to step our drug game up. That's what it is. Like they're trying to push innovation in the market by making people create new shit.
I think they're creating diversity by that too. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
it is.
saying?
It's an initiative.
Yeah. Well,
Crazy shit.
motherfuckers are crazy out here, man.
Real shit.
Hell yeah. So what's up with you, man? You said you're traveling somewhere.
Yeah, man. So first, so the way that I've planned it is, so we're on the D.O.P.E.llum, Wolves Raid's playing the D.O.P.E.llum Art Festival.
Okay.
Or the Arts Fair. We're doing that. If things go right, I'm playing the Downtown Dallas Art Fair, which is like the week after that.
Oh, dope.
And then
Okay.
the week after that, I'm going to Europe for 3 weeks.
Oh, what are you doing out there, man? You going with Jay?
No, actually, just me. It's my first time across the water.
Okay.
So
Hop in the pond.
I'm flying
Across
into
the pond.
London. I'm flying into London. I'm gonna play a set in London.
Are you going solo or are you going with
No,
the crew?
I'm going solo. I'm gonna rent some guitar and an amp combo thing. I'm gonna play a busking set on the Thames, and then I have a set up at night in one of the clubs in London. It's a one-man show, so it's gonna be
That's
crazy.
dope, dude. That's cool as fuck. How'd you set that
You
gig
should
up?
take
by
the
way?
trains everywhere.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely doing trains everywhere. I'm doing London into Paris. I'm taking the overnight train to Rome. Then Rome.
Italy's dope. I've been to Rome.
It's so sick, dude. Like,
Italy's dope.
And when it's really busy in the train station and you don't know where the fuck to go, it's okay.
what do you mean?
I mean, you'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah, fair point. I'm
Just watch out,
Like,
look
for time.
Like don't let it like stress you. Just be like, it's okay. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And if you go the wrong way or you miss your train, it's okay.
There'll be
Well,
another
you'll
train.
get the
There's
next
another
one.
train. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm sure like
that is
you
the
didn't
cool
have-
thing.
So you've been to Italy.
about you.
Yes.
Europe.
Yeah, so I will say like you might have the same idea, like because we speak Spanish, like there's enough that we could probably translate enough. But when I go to Berlin, I feel like I'm fucked.
Nah, you don't even need to know the language of any country. Money is the language. If you have money and you go to where you are, like if you need something from a place and you have money, that's all you need to know.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Because it's like, think about it, even when you travel somewhere here and you go somewhere, let's say you're here at a bar now,
Yeah.
and you're like, I want a beer. If you see the beer, you can point at it, or if there's the menu, you can point at it, and if most of the time they know English. If they don't, they know what a point is, and then when it's time to pay,
And then they say,
they have a
Euros.
general, they have a general idea.
Well,
you know?
most people also speak English because it is the
Exactly.
merchant tongue, man.
It's the UN.
It's the dollar that runs a lot of shit
Yeah.
for now. All right, until
For now.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Me too. That's all you, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll burn when I'm not on camera, cause I don't smoke pot on camera.
Vanessa, I mean,
Off camera, maybe. I don't know.
Somewhere.
Maybe
Whatever
I don't do
happens.
that somewhere either, man. Don't do drugs, man. Don't do drugs, kids. All right, just jam out and hang
we're
out with a
jamming. We're
bunch of
vibing, baby.
musicians. They'll do them for you, you know.
Yeah. Although I will say what's weird about this set that I'm going to be doing in London is I'm mixing a bunch of shit that I haven't played in years. Like I'm not doing all my original shit. Like I used to be able to do covers of like NSYNC shit. and
Okay,
the
all
things that are
right.
kind of
Really, is
popular.
that you started off as like a tribute singer,
No, so I
a cover song or singer and shit, or what?
No, I mean like I remember doing sets at the Freeman where I would have to pull shit
okay.
that were a little bit more popular. And I haven't played those things in forever. I've always just been like, okay, when I go to open mics now, I play Wolf Rain shit. Or I play, like, and so I just haven't pulled these songs out in forever. So on the Thames, I'm gonna have an hour. I'm gonna see what works, and then I'm gonna play that 30-minute set at night. Then I'll be like, I'll cut what doesn't work. Just kind of put it into that.
It's dope, man.
shit.
It's cool. Are you excited or what, man?
I'm super excited, man.
Yeah.
You should hop on the keys
Huh?
tonight.
Hey, if there's space, I mean, I say everyone's jumping.
I mean, there is.
Just gotta go over there and push some motherfuckers out of the way, man.
Because if you go and you're like, hey, I need to go, like they don't own it, so they can't say no.
Yeah.
I mean, they really
And
can't.
it's not their
and if
shit,
if they
bro.
do, then you gotta be like, well, tell me, and I'm like, hey, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, even then, like, I didn't know that I came in to play tonight, but I mean,
Nah,
I
you
wanted
should
to-
play, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got. I mean, it's church, bro. You got to get
Every
up there
time
and
you played, it's
participate.
been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit, this table's a little rocky, a
little wobbly.
little wobbly.
Do we need something to put on there?
Some sugar packets.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have any sugar packets and shit.
There's an old cigarette pack that's trying to do it.
That
but-
works.
Yeah, it works, man. There we go.
It's a winner.
Problem solved.
It's a winner. Thank you, Marlboro, wherever the fuck the brand.
Yeah, fuck that brand, man.
I don't know, whatever the
Fuck
brand
that
was.
brand. I ain't smoking that shit.
But no, so tell me about this 420 thing. What's going on?
Oh, so 420, we're getting down. We have about 20 bands / DJs and musicians and artists that are about to get down. And it's just going to be an all-day event from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. We're going to have 2 stages.
That's awesome.
A bunch of arts, vendors, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is 420, so it's going to be chill. But it's going to be a really cool group of musicians coming together, man. It's just all types of different genres and shit. So I'm like, I know a bunch of people that are in this group over here and this group over here, and they got different crowds. So I just want to kind of see what happens when we bring them all together. But the vibe's gonna be hang outside and listen to music, and then watch some bands play. You know what I'm saying? So a little showcase,
That's cool.
a little D.O.P.E.llum showcase.
Actually, I had a concept that I wanted to throw by you. See what you thought. So like, obviously with my band, and I think bands like Indigo, bands like Electric Ants, like there's a lot of like going through different genres. Like it's not just one thing that we do. So I wanted to create a night of genre benders. Like that's
Yeah.
Just bands that go through different genres, just like Indigo does, like we do, like Ants does. And I wanted to do something like maybe at Dada, where it's like both stages, right? Like you do one band here, as soon as they're done, outside band starts playing, you go back and forth.
Sure.
Maybe 6 to 8 bands total, but non-stop music of people that say, I listen to everything, this is your event.
Yeah. And if you like music and you listen to music and you're not judgmental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
That is not
you get
true.
down.
That's
Well,
what
if it sucks, I mean, you can be judgmental if it's good
people that
or
listen
bad.
to music and they're very judgmental.
For sure.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that, like,
I've heard
if you're a
people be judgmental
universal
about the music they
sound
listen to.
lover, then you can get down with some country and you can get down with some, heavy rock, or you can get down with some Children of Indigo that play a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But there are shitty musicians and shitty bands in every genre.
Yeah.
I mean, but art is truly subjective too.
Yeah.
It's like to say bad or good. It's like, it's all
The
defined.
camera went out. But I think we're still recording,
I mean,
so
are
we
we?
can still keep talking
I
our
just want to talk
shit.
to you guys. I'm good.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
could just
man.
listen to ourselves talk.
We're so beautiful, man. The camera just cut out on us, bro.
Yeah,
But-
I was also thinking that maybe it shouldn't be left out here completely.
Yeah, I was thinking that one of these D.O.P.E.llum
because it's like
little
right
crackheads
there.
could run up and snatch it and run off with
exactly.
it.
Well, I saw that and I was like,
You almost fucking grabbed it and ran, huh,
The table
motherfucker?
should be over here.
Shit.
The table should be
well, I
on this
mean,
side.
like,
Yeah, you're right. It should be at least over
I'm
there.
always
right?
thinking 5-10 steps ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's a nice camera.
Shit.
I'm like, it's just sitting right
It's
there.
just sitting right there.
I mean, I would never do it, but I think it because
But
I know
I
other people think it, and I'm like, well, damn, they should watch their camera.
Well, did you send a picture over to those other people and been like, hey, man, check out this camera over here?
Great. Jeffrey, do not show up.
Not like I like imagine somebody walking by, stopping and there not being anybody here, and then being like, oh wow, there's a camera.
There's
there.
a camera,
then-
and there's no
then
fucking
and then-
schmo
and
in
then
here.
And then looking.
There's no schmo here. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
that's
To
the guy.
watch
That's
that
the guy
camera.
we're looking for.
Stan, you've been called to the podcast, buddy. Where are you going, Stan? It's your moment. Hold on, let me see if I can get this camera back on.
If he comes here, I'm going to refer to him as the thief. The thief. He's like our perspective thief, Stan. So it's
Because like they stop, they look, and they're like, they come around this corner, jump over, and just
if they get ballsy just for a second, like they can get away with something.
really fast.
Yep.
But
Sure. Yeah, so I really like. As soon as the art festival's done, I think I really want to push Dada towards it. Otherwise, like, I know AC is not good with cheap stick exactly, but like, it could be an option.
Yeah, man. This bootleg ass podcast, man.
But no, so what do you think about this genre benders thing? Like,
I think it's great. I think it's pretty much what we're gonna do on 420.
oh, is it? Okay. never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, yeah. Like we got so like we got Children of Indigo. Ant said that they're down, right? And then we've got who else? I'm not thinking properly. I don't have my list with me. But then we've got like DJs like Ellum, who fucking plays like cumbia and like some like deep Latin Afro vibe shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think who else. I'm just
What are the hours?
drawing a
of this thing?
blank. So 1 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay, so we're going
Yeah.
10 hours. I got it.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long day, but it's also Sunday, so it's like it's just an art event.
Sure.
These guys are gonna come on probably right around like 8, 9 o'clock, and then Stan said he'd probably get down, but we're just finalizing everything right now. There was some, what happened with the state, the Senate passing that THC ban shit. Is I got to talk to some of the sponsors. Let's just put it that way.
How do we feel about the irony of 420 being on Easter?
I think it's great, man. I
And
think
then-
it's not ironic at all, bro. I think it's
actually right at the
it's
line.
right where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? With that little burning bush, you know what I'm saying? That little tree. Honestly, that's what marijuana is to me.
It's the burning bush.
It is. It's a sacrament. You know what I'm saying? Compared to alcohol, shit. I got it. Yeah. I do miss booze, but at the end of the day,
yeah, I just feel like
booze
it was
also sucks.
with anything you do. It's like everything with measure, you know, nothing in excess.
For sure. You got to have some type of discipline. You know what I'm saying?
Especially sex.
Yeah, especially.
It's like-
yeah, I mean,
well,
you can get, you can get
balance.
burned out on having too much sex. You know, you can become a sex addict.
Yeah,
You know,
that's real. That's real.
it's a real thing. By the way, my name is AC, and I am not gonna say it. All right, I'm not.
I was gonna say. If you did, I swear.
The truth is out. There we go. Camera is on. John Day comes and saves the day, and he
Yum.
needs to sit down and probably participate in this podcast thingy.
Come through, baby. But for the record, this setup, this is fucking awesome. This is
Isn't it cool? Yeah.
It's very nice.
Utilizing this space is important, man. We're trying to get our shit together.
Yeah, 'cause if you,
It's hard.
It's like if you had you should have like a sign where people can come and like when they come in, you could be like, hey, sit down and talk on the mic, meet someone new, and it could be like a thing where you, like, let's say if the
Interview people right
if
there on
the
the
three of
spot.
us who didn't know each other and we're just having a conversation now. And it's a whole different vibe because we can hear ourselves. So it'd be like a cool way to meet people and have like a genuine
I think we need
conversation.
to set that up.
Yeah.
Right.
And just put podcasts out in the middle of the street somewhere on a corner and just see what happens. You know,
and
people
then just put a
come
sign
sit.
that says "Come sit and
Yeah.
talk." Like,
join
just-
me.
Yeah, join me.
Join me on my podcast, man.
We're just having a conversation. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, who you want to talk about more like it? You know what I'm saying? Who you talking shit about?
Now, I don't know about that one. You know, there's this quote that resonates strongly with me by Eleanor Roosevelt.
Okay.
And she says, "Small minds discuss people. Average mind discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas."
Yeah. I've heard that one. That's a good one.
That's Eleanor Roosevelt.
Hell
Bars,
yeah.
baby.
So like, I'm not talking shit about no one because you know, like, I'm not
Except
gonna.
your mama.
I'm not gonna take that time out of my day to put that
to give that
out
energy
there.
to it. I respect that, Jay. Hell yeah, man. Chop Diggy over here dropping some knowledge real quick on these fools. Hell yeah, man. Well, like, so during the 420 thing, we'll have this thing set up.
Yeah.
And like some of our sponsors are actually out there doing some cool hemp. What's the word that I'm looking for? I'm spacing out here, but they do good shit for the hemp community, and they're out there fighting the good fight. You know what I'm saying? And so we are looking to get some pretty knowledgeable people about what exactly is going on the podcast during that time. And it's going to go all day, so like we're just going to run it and see what the fuck happens.
What I imagine
I'm gonna
happen-
jam this music for a little bit.
You hopping
Yeah.
in? All right, cool, man.
Yeah, I might jump in with you. I'll be over there with you in a second. I was going to say, what's going to be cool is during the event, I might be on my overnight train to Rome from Paris. So I'll be able to check it out on the train.
You said what? I'm sorry.
So I think during that 420 event, I'll be probably on my overnight train from Paris to Rome. I'll be able to check
shit.
the live stream and see all the
Oh
shit
yeah,
about
tune
me.
in. Hell yeah, we're gonna be over here talking mad shit,
I'll be
man.
like, man, Eric's bitch ass over
We'll
there.
give you a shout out, baby, for sure, bro.
That's funny. I like it.
Nah, man, it's cool. I'm glad you're taking that little adventure. Travel's good, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And then
you
as soon
know.
as I get back, full speed ahead, baby. Wolves Rain's on that shit.
Yeah. So what's the game plan? You guys got an album coming out?
Yeah, so next
Come have a
album
seat,
should-
dude.
Yeah, come through, baby.
Yeah.
Next album should be out next year. We have 9 songs.
Tell the people too what the name of your band is,
Sorry,
brother.
my band is Wolves Rain. We are a progressive rock band from Dallas. You can check us out in the Dallas Observer. Check us out in online Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, everywhere. Our first album is called Human Nature, and the follow-up is called Nurture. And the
Okay.
2 albums are connected thematically. Every single song talks about some situation where it makes you question, like, okay, is this natural? Is this human nature? Or is this something we learned? Every single song is going to talk about a situation where you ask that question.
Shit. Okay, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
You guys, it sounds like you gotta have like we should sit down and actually do a whole podcast with you and the band sometime
go, man.
and talk about the project. I mean, shit, is that how the other albums do they line up? Are they in similar symmetry as that?
Well, also, I mean, like these two albums, they're kind of written in sync with each other, and so like yeah, a lot of the new songs they stem from old ideas from the first album that didn't make it, and so we re-evolved it with us as better musicians and better songwriters, and so now Nurture, as it's going to be called, is going to be just that second part. It's going to have a lot of callbacks to human nature, so the two albums are definitely connected.
It's going to be wild.
It's your Old Testament, New Testament.
That first album was really good.
Which one?
The first album.
First album is good.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Have you met my friend Saxon?
I don't think we have.
I don't think we have. Yeah, what up, bro?
What's up, man? I'm
Saxon.
AC, bro.
Yeah, nice to meet you, AC. What up, dude?
This is Eric.
Eric, nice to meet you, bro. Saxon.
Hey, bud.
Eric's in a band called Wolves Rain,
Okay.
and they came out with the album. Was it last year?
Last year.
Human Nature. It's really good.
Okay, fuck
Yeah.
I might have to check it out, man. I'm slacking.
Wait, what's the
I've
name
only
again?
seen you guys live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wolves Rain.
Wolves Rain.
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
REIGN.
Okay, hell yeah, bro. I'll check that out.
So Saxon, tell us stories. What you got, baby?
I
Yeah,
don't
what do
know,
you do, bro?
Just vibing out here. I just want to hear what you guys are talking about, man.
Just talking some shit, really.
I feel ya.
Trying
Just
to figure
figuring it out, yeah.
trying to figure it out.
Is this your podcast?
This is D.O.P.E.llum's podcast.
okay.
It's called That's D.O.P.E.llum.
Hell yeah.
Hefe's over there,
What
the
up?
sound engineer
Yeah,
for
boy, Hefe.
the next however long
What
he
up,
sits
Hefe?
there for. We got John Day over here adjusting things and fixing shit.
Best producer.
He's great at that. He
Fuck
does a
yeah,
lot of
bro.
things, man. John Day's very talented, man.
You make music, bro?
I've made music. I don't make it on the regular. I love music. I'd like to get to a space where I could just focus on that, but like I feel like I got other shit I gotta handle. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you're more like an impresario,
What's that?
like somebody who puts on events and gatherings.
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I feel like that's what I have been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just throwing events and bringing people together and shit. But
yeah.
to be honest, like I am a bar back ass. You know, my dad played music and shit, and so like I went to the bars as a kid and like helped them set up and watched a lot of live music and stuff like that. And then I went the bar route.
Yeah.
So like, you know, the goal is really just have our own space.
Yeah. for sure.
You know, kind of like we
jam
had.
with
You
these
can go
guys.
jam, all right, bro. Hefe or John Day.
Hefe, jump on.
But yeah, the goal is to have our own space. You know, have our own home
Okay,
and just
yeah.
be able to bring some shit.
Like for
Do
the
it right
podcast
here.
or just like
No,
shows
for like
and
all
shit?
of our shows and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I utilize all the skills that I've gained along the way. You know, being able to manage and run bars and shit like that, and be able to do it for myself would be fucking sweet.
Yeah.
And that's been the goal since day one. Who wants to work for a motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, your organizational skills must be on fucking point.
bro, I went from household to household, and so like you have to know what the fuck you pack in your bag,
Yeah.
because you don't want to leave shit back behind. You know what I'm saying? So like,
That's a book title right there, by the way.
you're at household to household, don't leave shit behind, man. No, it's true. So like I guess like being able to organize and prioritize something that I kind of learned early on. It's just, you know, wiping my own booty, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to wipe my own ass at an early age is key.
Feel you, bro.
Take care of your shit.
You're just so full of quotes. I'm about it. I'm about it.
Hey, man.
You know, Saxon,
Yeah,
what do you
we're
play?
here. Yeah.
I play guitar and keys, and I do some production and stuff. I got a project called Shibby, and I make like kind of psychedelic pop, indie pop type of vibe.
That's cool.
But yeah, bro. So I got stuff out on like Spotify, and I just got a little studio set up at home. But yeah, like I play guitar for a few local bands. Overshare. I thought like maybe Eric. Did y'all ever have Eric Rosner on here?
Like on the podcast?
Overshare? Yeah. I thought,
Well, we've only had one other podcast.
Oh, okay. I thought Dope
So,
I
possibly
appreciate like the idea
So
that like
unless he was on that
this
first
has been
podcast.
I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah,
probably-
it's beside the
established
point,
podcast
but,
that has had everybody on.
Oh.
well, we hope
One
to
day,
have
right?
that dude
Yeah.
on someday. Is he a cool guy?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sure.
he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
But it must have been some other D.O.P.E.llum podcast. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
maybe
could've
another
been.
one. It could have
Yeah,
been this one. It could
I
have.
could have sworn I heard is it called
What's
D.O.P.E.llum
up? Let's
podcast?
go! Come on through, guys.
There's
Hey, so
homies. We got homies.
These are my cats that literally. I work a restaurant job as well. This
See?
guy graduated
Yeah.
with me at UT Arlington, and he came in for dinner with his dad for his birthday. It was a whole thing. I haven't seen him in years. Hold on.
Oh shit, this is cool.
Cool.
Fuck yeah, see?
OG.
This is what happens at D.O.P.E.llum.
Get him on the mic.
That's dope. It's cold out here, by the way, so you guys see me shivering. It's because there's a breeze. There's a little breeze, man. So you got your own little studio set up.
Bro,
You're
got
out
a
here
little studio
making
set up.
psychedelic.
Yeah, a little
dope
psychedelic
music.
pop, bro.
Pop,
Yeah,
okay.
you know, yeah.
Are you
play-
singing too, man?
Yeah,
Okay,
I sing
so you
too
do a
as
little
well.
everything.
Yeah, a little bit. I try to. You know, I feel like my strong suit's definitely like guitar and probably singing, but yeah, man, I like to try and do it all. But yeah, and play guitar for like Stanley. You know.
Oh,
Stanley
okay, dope.
Fungaris,
Yeah. Fuck yeah, that's the homie.
And
Stan
but
Fran?
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah
You know,
dude,
he
he's
was just up here.
Oh,
We tried
yeah.
to get him on the podcast,
That is
but
the homie, bro.
he ran
yeah.
away, man.
He's crazy.
He's the one person that
What's
we
up,
haven't
brother?
had.
How you doing, man?
Hey, the one person in Dallas.
Welcome,
We've had
man.
Donald
Have a
Trump,
seat.
we've had-
Everyone.
Yeah.
Damn, that must have been a crazy first podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, Donald?
Yeah.
or your homie?
Donald, man. Y'all had Donald, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He's my boy.
Every day. What's up? How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, man.
Welcome
What's
to
your name, my good sir? I'm AC, by the way.
Zach.
Zach, nice to meet
What up,
you.
bro? Saxon.
Saxon?
Yeah, Saxon.
Oh, funny enough,
like
I
the
play
English.
saxophone.
No way, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone tells me like you gotta play sax.
Yeah, bro, you gotta play
One
sax.
day,
Gotta play
dude. One
sax.
day,
It's
dude. It's
perfect.
destined, right?
Like, so a lot of the times, like, there'll be times somebody will
He gonna
introduce
You
play
at least
you.
have to blow
He
on
gonna
a sax
play
some
you.
Oh,
point
so
in
you're
your life,
Zach
right?
on the sax.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, Zach on the sax. It works.
Oh.
Bro, it's more perfect for you.
yeah, right. I know.
It's like Saxon on sax.
Sax on
Son,
sax.
I got my
I
boy
play the
Saxon on
sax,
sax.
son.
Yeah,
I
right.
never, you know what I'm saying? Like, serenade
Yeah,
the...
And we got sax
One day, dude.
on the sax. Yeah, I mean, we got to make that happen
Yeah,
sometime.
dude. Hey.
Maybe you just
Hey,
blow one
money.
note and
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
fucking
And
move
then
over
it
to the
counts.
guitar
It
and start
counts,
singing
dude.
or
Yeah.
some
One
shit.
of the best solos I've ever heard. A man played one single note,
Oh.
and that was it.
Hey, they
Like,
always say.
it was a moment
was
of
it?
silence.
Okay.
I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I've been drinking tonight, so my memory's a little.
But you remember the
But
note.
Yeah.
I do remember.
What note was it?
Ooh, man, it was a nice like.
Man.
It was a nice
E sharp.
it was a
musical
nice B
one.
flat, you know, musical. But no, like he literally. It was one of those where I got into a moment of my musical career where I was looking at different sax players and how they approach certain things and
Sure.
all this kind of stuff. And I stumbled upon this video of this dude taking a solo, and it was his time to take a solo. Band's playing, everything's high energy, and there's just a silence break. And what he did is he created space. And I feel like a lot of musicians now, sometimes they don't create
Rush
enough
it, they
space.
rush it,
Yeah,
maybe.
they go. Because
Let the moment breathe,
Yeah, music
baby.
is a conversation, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like what he
Sacred.
did is he
It's
created
sacred, man.
space.
Music
For
is
sure,
sacred.
dude. Yeah,
Like,
I feel like that's a big
band
problem all
went down,
musicians have is overplaying.
drummers- Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Like they say a lot, which
For
is
sure.
cool.
Yeah.
So are you familiar with the local legend Vandell?
Yeah,
He's a great saxophonist.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, really, I don't know. I gotta
Vandell
check it out.
Andrews, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude's
Vandell
pretty sick.
Andrews.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen him perform a couple times. He's pretty amazing.
I've never
Yeah.
seen him perform in person.
You got to check him out. You got to check him
Yeah.
out. You know.
Do you know when he's playing next?
I believe. Well, no. Who was I kicking it with? And they're doing some shit with them. I'm spacing out.
We had the producer on, like, you know, we have everybody on.
Oh
like,
no, you know who?
forgot.
Ja Bourne and Jordash Grant are doing some stuff
Jordash.
with him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we found that out when we were shooting the Desi 5 spotlight thing. The little in the
Desi. I
spotlight.
used to
Yeah.
play with Desi.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're doing like a little TV show with him, and
Oh,
he had
shit.
those guys on, and
Hell yeah.
yeah, we're editing it right now, and it's gonna be cool. So yeah, you guys got to look out for that, man. That's the Desi 5 in the spotlight with Desi 5, and we're doing it the third Mondays of
Oh
every
yeah, I meant
month
to
at
come
Will
after that.
Call.
I wanted
Yeah.
to come after that, but
So we're
did
trying to
that.
figure that little project out too. We got some projects that we're just kind of working on and stuff, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, man.
Yeah. Right,
So
good
where are
stuff.
you playing next? That's the real question.
So as of right
Did you bring
now,
your saxophone tonight? That's the real question.
I always
actually.
got my sax on
Not
me.
the
You know,
one
you
before.
You gotta stay prepared.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
know when somebody's
Not
gonna
online.
hit me up, be like, "Hey, man, could
You got to keep that sax in your back pocket. You know what I'm saying?
I do have it on me. It's
Got a
in the
baby
car.
sax.
Oh, all right. Well,
I have my alto and my tenor sax with me, so
you just let us know that you have the goodies, so
I
we
do
are
have-
going
I
to
do
expect
have
to
the
see
goodies.
you up there. We're live streaming out there too, man. So
Oh, shit.
yeah, they're on different things. We're gonna figure it out so we can kind of go back. and
Is this
forth.
being recorded?
Yeah, man, it's
Oh,
recorded.
shit.
It's actually live right now on YouTube. You can catch us on D.O.P.E.llum's YouTube
okay. Hell
channel, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just
besides-
fucking around. We're trying to figure it out, but really, we're like, you know, the reality
free
is it's
flow.
not about figuring it out. It's about funding it out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the bread
Yeah.
to get ahead sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about the journey.
It is. It's the struggle,
Man,
but you
some
know
people
what?
don't like the
It
journey,
is
though.
continuing.
Yeah, some
As
people
long as you
scared
get
of
up.
the journey.
Man, it's
What the destination?
it's just part of the
bro.
game, right? It's like
about the journey.
enjoy the journey, man.
Gotta enjoy the
Yeah.
journey.
It's hard to. You know what? I get it. We've probably all been slumped before and not feeling up to par. You know, but you got to shake your ass out of it, and you got to be tough. I'm tough. Like I got my older siblings in the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? And so like, there's no room for fucking excuses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, if I start making excuses for myself, I don't know. You lose the battle already, man. You got to own up to your shit. You know? You know what I'm
Sure.
saying, Saxon?
Hey, I know what
Yeah.
you're saying, bro.
You know, so everybody confess right fucking now. All right? That's what this podcast is, man. Confession
Been there.
table, man.
I've been there. Been there. I was there last week.
Yeah.
Felt inadequate, man.
Yeah.
Playing
Yeah,
with a
see?
homie
At
of mine.
confessionals?
Ooh, got that on camera.
Sugar
First,
and liquor.
the first smooch on our
Yeah.
podcast right there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Don't expect it. Don't expect it.
But yeah. I mean, you know, there's ups, there's downs, man.
And I had a conversation with it. So a buddy of mine, Mason Fuller, phenomenal saxophone player, phenomenal, amazing guy, plays some really great stuff. Both of us playing the same cover band agency, and he took a solo first. I was subbing because like there's the band that I play with, and then there's a sister band that he plays with, and so I was subbing in with them. And he took the first solo, and it's like, well, I'm a sub, so you know I'm not overstepping boundaries. In the band that I play in, I take most of the solos because I'm the main sax guy or whatever. But since it's not my band, I'm here to accommodate for whatever.
You're there to play along.
Exactly. So I was like,
It's not your stage, man.
Yeah,
It's not
you know,
your stage,
It's not.
right?
It's not for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, you taking this one, whatever. And so he took the first one, and I'm like, so this is what we're on tonight. This is what we're on. You're already setting it this high. This is the first solo of the night. Like, you're here.
Yeah.
And so then we did Respect, you know, very famous song. So I take the solo on Respect, and I was like kind of in my head a little bit.
Respect by who?
RSC.
Are you talking about that?
Like
yeah.
Jackson 5?
No.
Is that not who sings that?
No, bro. Aretha Franklin, come on, bro.
Oh, okay. Don't they do a cover though?
I think Jackson 5 probably did a cover.
I mean,
Okay.
a lot of people do covers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right,
But I feel like
right.
that's
Of
the one I
greats.
heard of Lil Mike singing it. I swear.
R-E-C.
No. When you're thinking of ABC.
P-E-C-T.
The alphabet.
Yeah. It's one of those, man. No.
Yeah, and like I had a conversation with another horn player who was also on the gig, and I asked him honestly, like, because I appreciate honest criticism, and so I was like, hey, so my solo on Respect, like, what was you thinking? Like, how was you feeling about it? And he told me honestly, he was like, man, out of the solos that I've heard, this wasn't one of my favorites, but like it was good, but it wasn't one of my favorites. And it was just like, I feel like as musicians, there's always moments where we hear somebody and it's like, when I first met Mason, he was like, bro, you keep me on my toes. And I'm like, do you not hear the shit that you play? Because it's phenomenal. Like, it's amazing. Like, you're such a great horn player. and I'm over here feeling like I'm not up to par, but I keep you on your toes, and it's just like this constant battle.
Well, you
know?
gotta have. Look at man, you can't cut corners, and if you're slacking, and you're on a team, and your homies don't tell you you're slacking,
True.
then the team loses.
Bad teammates.
You know what I'm saying? And so you
Respect.
gotta fucking.
Respect.
You gotta
wink,
push
wink
each other,
for-
right?
Yeah,
And if
you gotta tell them honestly.
well, you also gotta be like, well, if it's mediocre, accept it for that, so you know the difference, right? Because you gotta be like, man, if it is mediocre, then I need to work harder.
Yeah.
And I need to fucking
Very
knuckle
true.
down and do better.
True.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm
makes
saying?
you better.
A lot, you
It's
know?
being with good musicians, hearing like honest opinions, good feedback. You know, not just yes men or like, yeah, bro, you killed it. Like, you know, especially from a musician
Right.
who knows.
Don't kiss
like,
my ass.
Yeah,
Nah, bro.
Yeah. If I
Tell me
suck,
the
I
truth.
suck, man.
Tell me the truth. Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
flat on that song. Tell me,
Right.
bro.
No,
I can-
it's
I can
important,
handle
man.
it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to see yourself, right?
That's how you grow.
Yeah.
You got to see yourself. You got to be able to look at yourself in the mirror, man.
100%.
Ain't that right, Hefe?
Always.
Yeah.
You got to
man.
be able to like sleep at night.
Yeah,
Sleep
hope
at night.
peacefully.
You gotta be able to
shit.
sleep at
Yeah.
night, bro.
Wake up proud and shit. You
know?
know? Feel good about yourself.
Straight up.
It's like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, for
know?
real. No,
Like-
you do. You got to pat yourself on the back. It's a lonely world, man. It's cold like it is right fucking now. My hands
cold,
are
bro.
fucking
I
cold.
know.
My
You must
sleeves
be
down.
cold, bro. Yeah,
It's
I got
Texas
the jacket
weather,
on.
man.
I'm still cold.
It ain't.
Look,
It ain't summer yet over here. It is spring though.
I
It
was,
is suit jacket
is
wearing
spring.
winter.
I was celebrating a moment with my family earlier, and I wasn't expecting to come out of here. But funny enough, Eric, who was here in the same spot before me, was my waiter tonight.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
No way.
And he's the one who told me about this spot.
Oh, dope.
But I
There
play
you
at the
go.
Freeman right
Sure,
here every Sunday with another man.
With good old Aswolf, my
Yep.
boy. Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to Aswolf.
Aswolf and the Love Session Orchestra. I'm
Yeah.
the sax player.
You know they started that shit over at Cafe Salsera
Really?
back in the day when we were jamming.
Damn,
yeah,
I had no
when I was
idea.
rocking and rolling with that spot for
I had no
6
idea.
months or some shit.
And I've been playing
What do you
with-
play?
I wasn't. I know I was
Oh, you were
managing.
just. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just managing the spot, trying to bring in all the local homies. Shit, we had Topic
Hey,
and
there needs to be more of
Cure
that.
for Paranoia came up there and jammed, and
Oh,
fucking
shit.
Flower Child did some shit up there. This was before
Did
any of
Ravs
them
used to
were.
have-
Yeah,
Did
this was
Ravs used to
2015.
have this was after that, but didn't Ravs have a residency or something at the Freeman? It might
Yeah,
not have been
no,
the
she still
Freeman.
does.
Okay, she still does.
So she plays at between 7 and 10 on the small side of the Freeman, and then from 9:30 to 1:30 is as well.
You got your gig, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
both are on
dope.
Sunday.
Okay.
She does
That's dope.
the
That's a
early,
dope
the early
little-
slot on the small side.
Okay,
We do
dope.
the late night slot on the big side.
Sick.
So for anybody that's watching and even Dallas,
Go to the Freeman, bro.
A lot
on
of good
Sunday.
music.
And that's Sundays.
Sundays.
Yeah,
Sundays.
yeah. Definitely check that
you
out,
get a
man.
lot
We
of
gotta
good
get
music,
Aswolf up
7
here.
to
man.
1:30.
I ran into that cat over at Cheapsteaks not too long ago.
Cheapsteaks. Good old
Yeah,
cheapsteaks.
good old Cheapsteaks.
Good old. I had a foot race.
A foot race?
So I had a foot race.
That's
with-
what happens in D.O.P.E.llum.
Hey.
You never know what you're gonna
I had a
catch.
foot race
Feet
with my
race.
mentor.
You used 2 feet.
2 feet.
2
It's-
feet.
You didn't just hop on one
Nah,
foot.
nah.
You didn't do a 1 foot race.
Not one, two.
All right.
feet race.
You had a
Not
feet
one,
race.
but two.
All right.
So my mentor slash big brother of mine, Jason Davis, phenomenal saxophone player.
Okay.
He plays on a D.O.P.E.llum mouthpiece. So some would consider the Rolex of saxophone.
Do you want a
mouthpiece.
mouthpiece?
D.O.P.E.llum.
Oh.
D.O.P.E.llum, yeah, D.O.P.E.llum.
So it's expensive.
Yeah.
But it's
one,
some good
So
shit.
one mouthpiece, one metal
Like
mouthpiece.
a
learning a
reed
lot
or like
about
the
sax.
okay, like the actual piece
mouthpiece.
that goes.
Yeah,
under.
the actual
It's a saxophone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
one piece is
10K, 2K.
nah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
$100.
It's not
$15.
$15 diamond.
I'm going on for the under. $15.
So one
The price is right
Yeah,
now.
$700,
$700,
$700.
man.
You're wrong. You're right.
7?
Minimum 7.
Hey, let's go.
The one that I got would have been closer
So
to
homie's
9.
getting paid.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good for him. Hell
But
yeah.
they're really great mouthpieces.
He's out there doing.
I mean, you
Right out
only
there,
need
he's
one,
not a-
right?
he's not a
really good mouthpiece.
He's a non-ainer with his $700 mouthpiece. That's dope, man. That's
Does it
good.
make a difference when you spend that much, or is it like?
Is it? It's in the wood or what? What is it?
Honestly,
What type of wood are we talking? Yeah.
It's like metal, right? Or it's wood?
So it's metal. So as far as all the mouthpieces that I've personally played, this one is at the top of my list. It does everything I needed to when I needed to, and it's a comfortable mouthpiece to play on. If I want to be funk, nitty gritty, I can get there. If I want to be smooth jazz, I can get there. Like very
it'll make you play, but like it's actually quality.
Yeah.
Like with guitars, you know, you get to a price point, and then after that, you're just paying for like look and like
name brand.
hardware, like gold accents and stuff like
We
that.
talking about
but-
like electric guitar or just guitar? in
Yeah,
general? Okay.
guitar in general for sure, but it's more common with electric. You know, like you'll get to that $1,000 price point, and really like anything after that, maybe like 1,000 to 1,500.
There's not much of a
everything
difference.
after
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, you've reached
Stylizing
like,
that shit. Yeah,
exactly. You know,
I'm gonna step away. I can't contribute to this conversation.
Sure you can, man. You can by stepping away.
See you guys.
All right, Hefe. We'll catch you later, bro.
Later, brother. Later, brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, dude, it's got to be similar to like, you know, you got a nice baseball glove, or you got nice golf clubs, or some shit like that. You got your grandpa's golf clubs, you know.
Yeah. But it's exactly like you said. You know,
get
like
them
once you get to
new
a certain
golf clubs,
price
man.
point, like,
Yeah.
it's all the same.
But it does help the game.
Yeah, no, it does.
actually,
It
it'll
does.
actually improve
Now, like,
you.
and it's, you know, I'm pretty sure it's the same with guitars. I really want to learn how to play bass, but as far as guitars, to my knowledge, like, you know, every company uses different woods and different, like, you know, their interior, like the insides are built different, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, like, it's kind of the same as, like you said, like, once you get to a certain price point, they're all basically the same. You're just paying for, I gotta.
Exactly. You're paying
you know.
like a premium to have something special, unique, or
Exactly.
Well,
in
it's-
specific color. Or
This guy sounds
a
like he's
company.
utilizing it, so it actually makes sense for his business. You know what I'm saying? Like his craft. Hey, you want to come have a seat? We got an open mic.
Yeah, we got an open spot.
All right, you can talk. All right. But no, man, I can't. It's, you know, it's a different world. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. American. Where's American at? That's the real question.
Right.
Yeah, man. You know, it's unique. Everybody, I guess, you know, it's like talking. We had a boxer who's boxing professionally on the 12th here across the street at the Bomb Factory.
Oh,
but
shit.
like, it's similar. Like, you got to have the right equipment.
Yeah.
In order to
for
get to a certain level, you do. But at the end of the day, then it comes over the top.
Yeah.
It can be the investment, but if your buddy's over here making enough money to be able to afford something like that and he's utilizing it makes sense.
Yeah, it's different when
But
you're just like the weekend player, or like just a guy that plays at home as a hobby, and you're spending
Or comes to our
$5K on a
jam.
guitar.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
right.
Fuck those guys.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. I love all y'all mofos up
But yeah,
there.
like
Y'all are
if
jamming,
it's
man.
your business, if you're making money, like, you know, that's where like you're warranted to go pay that premium price to get like a dope piece, like $700 mouthpiece or
Well, you
$4,000
kind of need it though. You know what I'm saying?
right?
Like,
See, but
it's a necessity
But
after
the
a while.
other thing, like my other thing about it too is like there have been a number of players, like astronomical number of players, where like you'll hear somebody that spent like $2,000, you know, on their setup just to get their setup alone, and then you'll see somebody or you'll hear somebody that spent like $300, and they're just
like so good,
so solid.
Yeah, you're like, wait, this
But
maybe
what
says
is that?
something, right? Yeah.
But what's the difference? The recipe.
I think it's not always in
is
the
the
gear.
person.
It's not always about
yeah,
the
it's
gear.
like
It's
how
in
many
the-
hours
right?
did that person put
Yeah.
into their setup?
No, for sure.
You hear people
You know?
get
But,
in on like,
but
like,
that makes a difference though. You know, like sometimes you can tell like this person spent more time trying to make their setup sound good versus making what they have
work.
Uh-huh.
But that's artistry, right? Like the artist is bringing out whatever greatness they may have
for
with
sure.
whatever the fuck they have, whatever
sure.
resources are around them.
No, 100%. And I mean, I've seen, like as a musician, I look at a lot of shit, a lot of research, a lot of different things, and I've seen videos of like people comparing, like, do you hear the difference of a $300 horn versus a $6,000 horn? And depending on the setup and how they play, man, sometimes you really don't.
The way you'll know is if you give it to the same musician.
Yeah.
Right here, man. Let's see the difference. Is I blow this horn and then try this horn, and then you'll be able to see
100%.
whether or not there is some type of.
100%.
But ultimately, yeah, like musicians know how to make their sound.
Yeah.
They find their sound and they kind of.
No, 100%. And one of the first times that I ran into it is, so I have one of my tenor saxophones is a 1975 King Cleveland 615.
Okay.
It's not really like that predominant or famous of a horn, but it does have like that old school tone, you know? And I let my mentor, he was having some issues with his horn, Jason Davis, and he was like, hey man, can I play your horn?
Yeah, let me use old school
Yeah,
over here.
let me
give in the 75.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I heard him play my horn, and I got mad.
You're like, give that shit back,
Because
man.
I was like,
sound that good?
I was like, I had no idea my horn could sound like that. Like, bro, I
That's
don't.
cool, man. Cool, it's special, but
you
it's like.
think the gear's holding you back, and then you realize, like, oh shit.
No,
really
it's not. It's
It's
the
all the
passion or it's just the focus, man. Like I don't know how to describe it, but like people want it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and you know.
So I
when
describe
somebody
it
wants
as,
it.
It's a musician's personality.
Yeah.
Like no matter what equipment you give them, their personality is gonna speak.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Have a seat, bot. Join the podcast. We're talking about instruments and how unique they can be, or they can
Or
be,
not
or
be.
just how unique somebody is with their skill set. Yeah.
Alright, I'm there.
How's the jam out there, man?
It's building up. It's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's jamming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. We haven't had a jam in like 2-3
Month and a half.
months.
So was the first podcast at the last jam?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
We were just fucking around. We're still just fucking around right now. But
So
it's
about a
fun.
month and a
This
half
is
to
cool.
go.
Fuck around,
It's cool.
find
Well,
out,
it's
bro.
fun, like-
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a dope
Fuck
setup,
around
dude.
and fucking find out. And here
Hell
we are,
yeah.
finding out. It's pretty dope. It's fun. You know? Yeah, we're chilling. We got Joe up there making an announcement. Look at fucking Eric's already up on stage. Like, y'all can watch it. Whoever's, which people are probably not watching, but they're gonna watch or see the shit eventually, maybe. Who knows? But check out the other live stream that's happening in our
The main live
YouTube
stream.
channel. Yeah.
There you
But
go.
you'll see what's happening out there. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, we'll be able to pull them back and forth, but we just haven't got there yet. We're working there. We're working our way there. Yeah. We're gonna get up tomorrow and figure it out.
Yeah.
This is the blueprint.
It's a process.
You got to build off of something. This is the blueprint.
Yeah. Right. We're just putting the first foot down to see
groundwork.
if the ground is solid. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I might grab my sax. I don't know.
You should. You need to. You know. It's like, what time
Why
is it
not?
right now? Let's see what time it is.
You're right.
It's
Why
like
not?
It's 1 o'clock. We probably got about 15-20 minutes left.
At least
About
a solid.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you a little bit more credit there. Give 45 minutes. Okay.
You might have more. Yeah, exactly. It depends. I haven't looked in there and seen how many people are in there, but I know it's still like a bunch of stragglers coming in. It is 1 o'clock, I think. I looked at my watch. It is 1 o'clock.
1
So
o'clock on the dot.
D.O.P.E.llum, yeah, there's probably still going to be some people walking around, wandering around, leaving wherever the hell they were at.
Oh yeah.
And they might walk by and come on in. I mean, this spot's kind of hidden compared to the
little off
other
the beaten
traffic.
path.
Yeah. But it's dope. Like, it's a good space. You know, the food and the drinks are good. They just, you know, I don't know. Dallas is spotty. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not really many places that are popping all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
For sure.
you know where to go Monday and you know where to go Tuesday, but
True.
for the
Very
most
true.
part, there's nothing else popping off other than that one spot.
Yeah.
And then D.O.P.E.llum especially is holy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's holy.
Thursday through Sunday.
All these spots are
Thursday through Sunday.
disappearing.
Yeah.
Thursday through Sunday. Yeah.
For sure.
It's the start of the weekend.
Yeah. It is the start
That
of the
is the
weekend.
weekend.
Thursday.
Technically.
For
Yeah,
some,
yeah, it is the weekend
For
now.
some,
You're
today
right.
is some people's Friday. Tomorrow is some people's Saturday.
Yep.
So you're right.
I don't know. I mean, as a musician, you guys probably see the impact. You know what I'm saying? Like, are people hiring you guys for gigs right now?
Yeah, on and off.
Yeah, has it been
It's spotty, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. You know, on and off, definitely.
Yeah.
This is like you said with D.O.P.E.llum, like it's like unpredictable, you know? Like
Yeah.
some spots, you just never know when it's gonna be popping. Like I was at Texas Tea Room last night for Stanley's jam,
Oh, yeah,
you know?
yep.
And it was fucking popping there. I'm like, damn, bro, just Wednesday, like, and I walked out, like, I was grabbing something from my car, and I walked out, and I'm like, nowhere else had like anyone in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And
I
that's
never
what
would have thought
happens, yeah.
Texas Tea Room on a Wednesday was the spot, but yeah, so it's just like you never know, and like a lot of my gigs.
Well, they're
like,
a new venue, and they've got some cool shit happening.
Yeah, it is
like
new?
what Stan's
Okay.
doing over there is dope.
Yeah, right.
you know?
It is dope. It's definitely drawing in
But-
some people. Like you can hear the music from the sidewalk.
I mean, honestly, Freeman's probably the only spot that's actually got some type of
consistency.
consistency, being able to come down and expect what
No, 100%. I think my only big thing with the Freeman, it is a phenomenal spot and a very good gateway into the music side of this gigging more. But there aren't many, and I could be wrong because I'm usually here on Sundays. Sometimes I pop in throughout the week, but it's like they hire bands that especially on the big side, they hire bands that are going to bring people in. On the small side, they'll hire other bands that we're just doing a jazz session. On Wednesdays, my boy Kirby hosts a little trio type thing, but it's kind of like a jam session. So you can come in and do whatever you want, call a song, they'll play it, and then you can just be there the entire night.
Well, Freeman's been doing well though.
Oh nah, yeah. 100%.
You know, they have the most consistency out of any other space right now, and not just on music, but on the actual hospitality side of being able to be consistent with their food. And John Jay over there is doing a great job.
Yeah.
And when they got that other side, that was a really smooth move, and being able to do exactly that. Okay, well, we can't have local bands every night, and we gotta have a stage big enough to be able to bring in some people that will fill it out.
Have whoever come up be like, hey man, I'm new in the scene, I just want to play. Hey, stop by the Freeman on the small side.
Yeah. What's important, right? That's what D.O.P.E.llum is. It's supposed to be the history of D.O.P.E.llum is live music.
Yeah.
You know, when they started cracking down on the busking is really when they killed the spirit out here. You know what I'm saying?
When they cracked down on what?
The busking, all the cats that were out there playing on the streets and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're talking about being able to bring it back, but they're going to control it. And they've got, I don't know, I've heard some goofy shit about what the city's trying to do with the artists. And
you got to get a permit now.
Get them to compete to see who can go out and have the privilege to busk in the street and shit like that. It's I don't know, that sounds goofy to me.
Yeah.
I wish there were more spots where musicians could just go and play.
Well, it should be that way. It should be that way. But I don't know. There's just we've had to deal with, our generation's kind of had to deal with the death of live music.
Yeah.
It's it's dope because we're all, I want to say we're all younger and shit. I'm fucking almost 40 myself, so it's what up, Jacob? It's we had to deal with the DJ and the MC for a second.
Yeah.
And our generation really wasn't exposed to these live performances, and they don't really understand the importance of
Live
this.
performances.
Well, yeah. Yeah, of being able to hit that pocket.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That pocket that you were talking about. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You have to create that live. You can't do that shit fucking.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You can try in the studio. You can capture it, but you got to do a live performance to be able to do it.
Eventually you can capture it. Because like it's more brought into to a grander scale. As far as like the big performances, the big grand scale, this and that, pyrotechnics, all that bullshit. But it starts somewhere like here.
Yeah.
And that's what the next generation or generations, I should say, don't understand that it starts here with live music.
No, for sure.
You know,
for sure.
Yeah, man.
And to even piggyback off of that, like as a musician, a lot of the times, like when I went to school for music, I learned more playing with other musicians than I did studying music.
Yeah.
And it's like when it comes to having and capturing those moments where like when I play with other people, like yeah, you can play with the track, you can practice with the track, and you can, you know, do all this stuff. But when there's a drummer like live, really nice bass line, guitars over here just doing his thing, and then I've even told some friends of mine like, man, I don't even remember what I played. I blacked out. Like I don't know what
you got in the zone.
I was in the zone. I was locked in. And like even when I can remember bits and pieces of those moments, like that's when I learn and I pick up things, and that helps like to capture those moments and make it more consistent for whatever. Like okay, yeah, I get called for this gig. I did this, blah 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 blah. But I like what y'all doing here. I wish it was happening all throughout D.O.P.E.llum.
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Well, what's dope is there are a lot of people that are kind of doing these jams now.
Yeah.
Which is dope. It's like, cool, whatever. Vibe out, man. People need to bring live performances back. And there needs to be more than just one DJ out there looking cool. Playing all these other mofos' music and shit. But no, you can't hate on the DJ. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on the DJ, by the way. So I love all y'all DJs out there.
There's always gonna be a need for a DJ.
There's always got to be a need for a DJ because sometimes people don't know that song.
Right.
You know, and they can't perform it live. You know what I'm saying? And it costs a lot to have a band.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Because everybody got to get paid.
Well, you got 8 people in there right now jamming out. You know, it's like.
It's organizing a
This
group
is a jam. This is why it's a jam. You know, it's a jam because there's no money to pay these guys, but they show up and they know what we're trying to do, which is just create a little synergy, keep a little spot.
Even with jams, like that gives musicians a chance to experiment,
to go and play. Like you said, you gotta learn playing with other people. Yeah. You
got to.
You have.
That's where you practice. That's where you work out.
You can look at paperwork. You can look at words. You can read. You can know.
I can read the
mentally.
Charts, I can look at this.
But you got to go out and experience that shit on top of it.
Because there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Like when you hear a musician like they lock in and they play something, and let's say that it's one of those moments they repeat a certain line. It's like whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then the drummer locks in and he starts repeating that on the drums, and then the bass is like. You can't.
Well, it's like when you're
locked
locked in.
You can't learn that. That's not like structured.
Yeah.
That's not structured in a book or
Nah,
no.
you can't teach that.
There you go. You got to feel it. Yeah.
You can't.
Well,
teach that.
you're almost seeing into the future, right?
Yeah.
Everyone
Like,
starts
while
to get
y'all are
quiet
playing, because
together.
y'all are
Everyone
so
starts-
in the moment. That the moment's just like it spreads out.
Yeah. And you want to know what's, this is just me personally. It's saddening to me that
Well, it's fitting in with the music. There you go. Go ahead.
those moments that happen like that don't happen so often.
Yeah.
And it's sad. Like I wish those moments could happen more often. Like the other day, this past Sunday, me and one of the trumpet players I was playing with, Aswolf, went to the small side to the jam session. He was doing a solo, I was doing my solo, but there was a moment where we kind of created a horn line, and then at the same time we played the same lick. we didn't talk about it. He was doing this little like like nuance, and so I copied it as the horn line, and then at the same exact time we played this little blues lick, and like it's one of those like little created moments of like that's something that can't be taught.
Can't be taught. Yeah.
You gotta feel it. Like,
well, that's the crazy part of it is what are y'all feeling? Y'all are feeling the next note before it happens.
Yeah.
And you're not even thinking about it.
But you can't learn that in school.
Nah, you can't. No? You can't. No, you can't, man. You can't learn it in fucking school.
It happens playing with other
Unless your school is cool as fuck, all right? And they teach you that shit. You can, because there are good schools out there. I won't just knock that. I mean, obviously the public schooling system has failed
But that's
us.
something natural. Even at the best of schools, you can't teach that something natural that's ever happen.
Hey,
John,
that's lightning in the bottle.
Feeling. Yeah.
No, that's right. Because it can only be as natural as it's gonna be. They can give you the skills to play everything, but to feel another musician in the moment.
They give you the heads
you
up.
can have the knowledge, but like to be in the moment for sure.
Yeah.
Like my whole first like 2 years of like full-time music, I was basically just in the studio by myself. Maybe had a buddy come over jam every once in a while, but then I met Stanley. I started playing guitar with Stanley, and he's very like improv, build a beat like on the spot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no like, hey man, the key's gonna be B minor, or like, hey, like this is what we're doing. It just figure it out, just jam, feel the song, find the key, find those moments, find the chorus, all that. And it made me such a better player in just like 2 months versus those 2 years. And I'm like, damn, bro. So I started going to jams, I started going to like when Johnny B was having the Leo Sun Project Jam back in D.O.P.E.llum. This was years ago. But and then I try to cover these. I go to Stanley's jams. I go to like any jam I can because I'm like, those are the moments that truly push you as an artist and a musician to get better.
Well, you want to know what's dope about all you Dallas, DFW, just performers and artists is that, all right, the average performer out here is running laps around pretty much every other city. All right, like the way that you guys are forced to perform live, right? Is dope, man. There's there's a really high bar here, and I feel like there's a lot of great musicians here. That the pool, the how big the pool is like there's a lot of cats in there. You know what I'm saying? Like
the pool.
There's it's like unbelievable right now how many amazing artists that are here, and they're just chilling, and they're hanging 100%. Out. They're jamming at the jam session, and
100%.
Yeah, the best players I meet are just like regular dudes, Like, I mean, obviously they're playing all the time, but it's like, you really do. And those are the musicians that make each other better, I get better off working with really talented dudes, And I like to think that I make people better too when we get to like vibe and play together, but it's like, I feel like that's how you get better. Kind of like what you're saying about your homie, like kind of getting on you about like, oh, it's not the best solo I've heard. Yeah. But it's like, that's how you learn. Like, just playing with really good people and being like, once you do get from that homie, like, oh shit, you crush that, it's like, that's where the growth happens.
Oh, 100%. And like, that's kind of like, as far as me personally, oh my God, another one.
And another one. And another one.
You're good.
Yeah, dude, the talent out here is nuts, man.
Yeah,
the talent
great
in Dallas
players,
is nuts, and I got a lot of love and respect for all the musicians and artists that are out here pushing every day, man.
I love it, bro.
It's been inspiring. That's why we do what we do.
There's a good pool of music.
I think I'm going to play for a little bit.
There's a good pool of music coming out of Dallas.
Yeah.
It's been like that for at least, let's say at least 3.5 years, a good pool of music coming out of here. As far as still circulating in.
100%.
These cats are like Stan, for instance, man. He's a perfect example because he's been out here busking on these streets of D.O.P.E.llum for years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's really honed in and he's sharpened his craft. His he's sharpened his damn pencil. You know what I'm saying? And he's really honed in on his craft. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the shit out of it. And he's set the bar. And like, there's a million other cats out here that are doing the same shit.
What's up, buddy? I was like, oh yeah. Because right when I was telling my girlfriend, I was like,
We'll take a brief hiatus right now. It's all right.
I really
Just a brief
I'll be honest, bro. I kind of
we'll be
folded
back
and
with
bought
it.
this. I've been trying
Hold on
not
a
to
second.
smoke them for the past few months.
And
I folded.
While we take our hiatus, here goes John.
So I was just saying,
Do y'all hear me?
Feeling, dude. I know that feeling, bro.
I would have asked you.
Don't fold, dude. Don't. I fucked up.
Mostly, we just been talking about the well, you been hearing over there, and we've been talking about the Dallas music scene.
Homies
So,
with like night out.
why they have this side conversation? Anything you want to chime in on?
I'm not buying my own, but I'll hit them when I'm out. Yeah. And then like I'll be honest, like I folded last night. I was like I got to. I went to stands, drank a little bit, you know, jamming. I'm like, bro, I gotta get away.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
This would be right.
Yeah, but this one might mess up that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah.
gonna dip out of here, boys.
What up?
What's your name again, bro?
I'm John Day.
John Day. Hell yeah.
I think I'm gonna play for a little bit. I just went and asked.
Go get that sax, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I gotta play.
Well, folks, we're gonna wrap this up then, I guess.
This little segment. All right, welcome to That's D.O.P.E.llum.
Hell yeah.
D.O.P.E.llum podcast.
That is D.O.P.E.llum.
D.O.P.E.llum podcast. Say, check in on it. It's a building ground, a foundation, and we're gonna sit here and keep on building off of it and bring you some more content for more artists, some more folks who sit here doing things and making moves in the DFW.
Yeah. And it's basically working. I ran into an issue where the battery being super dead. Like right now, it looks like my battery is flashing on my camera, and so it's gonna die in a second.
But it's not really. Oh, it is.
Yeah, I need to turn off the camera, put in a different battery.
Well,
but all my batteries are dead, so they're all just gonna slowly die like this.
So perfect timing, I guess. Basically, yeah.
Apparently I had one charged one. I had two in a charger, but apparently they weren't charging in that charger. So they were just dead batteries that I brought here. So
yeah, well,
that's how it goes. Well, I feel like there's a secret to this, like speaking into this thing. Like, how do you hear it best? How?
Close up. It's good on.
I really feel like
it's good on this one, that one, and that one, but this one right here.
That one's a little weird. I feel like if you just talk. Honestly, it sounds like you just talk normal.
I'm talking down right now.
Yeah, I think that battery's gonna die. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you gotta be like real close.
It's like real.
As far as how close you gotta be to it, you gotta be like real close.
Yeah, you gotta be like, you gotta be like right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's similar. I don't know. I mean, the fact that we can hear all this. Like live while there's a jam, you know, it's like we're at a sports game.
Is it not unique?
It's pretty unique. This is a unique podcast, I think.
I think
we've stumbled onto something here.
Now, granted, maybe a little bit more soundproofing.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like that's gonna when you watch it back, it like adds to the whole atmosphere.
It's a good it's a good background atmosphere behind it. Whatever's
and it just keeps everybody involved in the jam. Like you're not over here in some separate thing. You know, like you're just part of it. Granted,
it's not like isolated to the streets or whatever.
I feel like we could maybe I don't know. It's like it's almost like we could so that we could keep watching it. But the fact that we can watch it on a screen, we could improve this screen thing. So it'd be like, we're really watching us right now, and that lets us see the jam better.
Well, at least broadcasting on the screens, like it can be flipping back from these camera angles to this and to the podcast.
Yeah, we kind of almost got there right here. We have these cameras, like we could tap in right now and put it in the corner. Maybe. I don't know. It was just being funky. So we were almost there. We almost had the jam going on in the corner right there. Like live.
Yeah, a little
But-
bit. Just a little bit over here. Well, over here. Over there, yeah.
It's interesting. It's like the camera's plugged in, right? But you see that blinking on the camera? It's like blinking. That's the battery. And so like the camera plugged in,
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
like,
I see it, yeah.
it's keeping it alive longer because it's been flashing a while. I need to turn it off. Yeah.
Hola.
I need to turn it off.
Hello.
He's on the phone right now.
Yo, is this thing on? Yo, what's up, John Daly in his house? I don't know, man. I'm sure y'all seen a lot of cool people roll through, a lot of cool commentary, a lot of great moments, sharing people's artistic abilities, creative moments and whatnot, which is great. You know, but it's good to be here with the actual like madman behind the whole scene here.
Yeah,
John
this is
Daly.
wild.
Like,
This is pretty cool. I
have
think.
you had a lot of time to actually get up here and talk about like what you do on the podcast?
What have I talked about? No, not really.
Well, I think everyone should know. And by the way, I'm Tito Strange, and this is John Daly, and I feel like people deserve to know that you're
Hold on, I gotta test the other mic too.
you're the man behind the
I'm
scene.
gonna get on this one too.
Okay.
I feel like I'm always.
He's always
playing,
running
like-
around.
Yeah, I'm running around doing something. Always.
Get yourself in frame.
I like to call myself the gopher. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I left the empty spot over there. That's
right.
That's the band.
You know, it's very inviting.
There's something happening other than this right
Yeah.
here, right now. And
I don't know. Yeah, no, yeah.
Much
It's like-
more entertaining than what's going on right here, right now.
I don't get on stage and jam out, you know.
But like this is your medium, like this whole setup, all the lights, the cameras,
jam. This
the
is a
mics. This is you.
Yeah, this is part of the moth theory too. Like I was like, if we make this room bright, it might have a moth effect where it's like people
are drawn in.
Yeah, the light.
I like.
And you can't see it on the screen, but there's a light shining
Yeah.
on us,
And it's
and
a yellow.
it drew me in. You're right. I was a moth to the fucking
Yeah.
flame.
Yeah, I was
The
like, I like playing the piano though. You know, you've heard me play the piano. Like I just don't jam out on the piano.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten fully used to it playing like that, where I can like just go up there confidently and be like. But if I had headphones and I was on mute first, and I could jam out and figure out what's going on and get in the pocket, then maybe I could. But I feel like you got to be able to get there live.
Right. Let's talk about mashing piano keys just to fuck up the whole song. It's just
Yeah, I was thinking that while they're jamming, if I just go up there and start playing all the wrong stuff on purpose.
Yeah. That's what I feel like I would do. That's why I don't get up there. I feel like I would push the wrong buttons. You know.
So I mean, but like, where did you start learning to do all this camera stuff, John?
I don't know. I mean, I was always filming and stuff as a kid. with the
Okay.
family. Like I was.
So
filming
what was
the
your
home
first
videos.
camera?
I don't know. It was
Little
a handy
handheld?
cam. Yeah. The family home video camera.
Like the
from
only way to view
80s
it
and
is to
90s.
look through.
Yeah, all the and then the evolution of those, because you know,
Digital cameras.
The '80s there were different ones, the VHS, the big VHS. But I was always filming, and but then I got into making video games, and so I make video games really. I was like, cut scenes in video games are like making movies. You know what I mean? Like you can make a video game very cinematic. You know?
How about you make a video game with like video?
With video?
Like whatever you videoed before, like make video games of.
That's the idea. I've been doing this for years.
It's the
like
AI idea.
everything I film
Is this a
and
video
do,
game?
this
Are
will
we in a
be-
video game right now?
I'm telling you, we're going to watch. Watch.
Is this a video game?
We're going to
Am
watch.
I an
this
NPC?
in our app, right? And eventually, we'll all get 3D scale. We'll get our avatars made, and we'll be able to rewatch this YouTube, but like in 3D. We're here.
Right.
And we'll be able to combine these two streams at this location in a cool little virtual concert jam podcast thing, like hanging out. If we were at home,
How
on
do you
our
win the
phones,
game though?
don't know. I was picturing something like Leisure Suit Larry, maybe. You know, like you're a bachelor. There's all these single ladies, maybe. You have to win. You have to win. Those points.
You just have to win.
I don't know how, if you never played Leisure Suit Larry, that's the gist of the game. I mean, I could go into details. But
you get the least annoying of female prospects. Is that what they?
And honestly, it was a big joke. That game was always comedy because he was this bachelor who was trying to get laid.
That was an epic. They're really going off in there right now. They are fucking destroying.
Yeah. Sophia's killing it.
Sophia's singing.
You know, it's funny, when I left the house earlier, I was like, I won't need the battery charger for my camera batteries. I literally looked at it like, no, I don't need it. I just pulled some out. They're fresh charged. And it's like, I wish I had a battery charger right now.
You're what now?
A battery charger. I might have one, actually, in the blue thing. You know, I think
battery charger.
What I figured out about these mics is that if you just talk normal and you get close.
Yeah, right. You get that ASMR effect.
Yeah.
You get the proximity effect.
We are all touching
the mic.
The mic, right?
Yeah.
You can feel it. If you breathe like that.
I don't think I want to do that.
Is this not happening?
It seems
but no, like if you think about how
sucking in
if you have to get loud, it starts getting into the loudness of that. But if you bring it down, it's like it knows that you're talking loud or it's quiet, and it hears you better.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
It actually hears you better if you just get up in here like this and
just get all close into it.
Together we can save NPR radio. You know what I mean? Like with your donation, PBS will survive.
You've been listening to NPR radio. This is Kelsey Grammer.
We don't want to disturb you. We know that on Saturday nights you like to feed your cats and your fish in peace. So we don't want to disturb you.
That's why we made this comprehensive playlist while you feed your fish. This is NPR radio.
I just assume everybody listening to NPR, even though I know it's not true, I just assume everyone is Frasier from the TV show Frasier.
Just
like a
I'm
couple
Kelsey
of
Grammer.
gay dudes.
Yeah.
Even though I think they were brothers, but they just
weren't
seemed like
gay.
gay
They were brothers.
Gay dudes frolicking in Seattle.
I mean, I'm not saying that they made. There's nothing wrong with being gay.
There's nothing wrong with it.
What we're saying is that
the show,
Niles
nothing wrong with having sex with your brother.
I think that it was a gay show first. I think here's my theory. Let's go with experience.
Okay.
Frasier was originally about two gay dudes, but they went TV safe and they didn't go gay. It was like, it was gonna be Will and Grace.
Dude, that's Will and Grace.
No, it was gonna be Frasier. Frasier was gonna be super gay.
Frasier was not about to be super gay.
No, I don't know.
Frasier is like an offshoot from Cheers.
Yeah, he was heterosexual in that.
He was heterosexual in that. But his brother Niles is a little gay.
There's nothing wrong with
There's
being
nothing
gay.
wrong
Let's
with being
back
gay.
up.
I'm not
just
saying
pointing
that.
out the vibe of Frasier.
What we're talking about is that
two gay
Niles
dudes in
and
Seattle.
Frasier were not gay. They were brothers.
Was Niles in Cheers though?
No, Niles was not in Cheers.
No, here's my theory though. You're not hearing my theory.
Oh.
That they were originally going to be gay lovers, but they had to make it family friendly for broadcast TV, and it was before Will and Grace. This was Frasier time. You know, they couldn't fuck up a Cheers character, right? So they go, it's just his brother. But they're going to be they'll just act super gay. They'll just act super gay. Okay. That was the vibe of Frasier. There's nothing wrong with being gay.
I don't think they weren't gay.
The vibe
they were just,
of Frasier was.
They were just very wealthy.
Yeah, they were.
So
just,
they acted.
Yeah. I get it now. I'm saying when I was younger, I would just assume Frasier and Niles were gay. I was the only one who thought that.
You're not the only one, but yeah.
I'm just letting loose deep.
Yeah.
Like knowledge in my head, you know.
Childhood trauma.
Actually, I have a confession. Up until I was about like
just
16,
some salad and scrambled eggs,
something like that. No, so growing up, like most of the gay people that I knew were white.
Yeah.
So I just assumed that being gay was kind of like a whiter thing. And then I met other people that were gay, that were black, and that were Hispanic. But overall, like, they subscribe to gay culture, which is overall white dominated. I was just like, so it's white gay. Like, that's the white gay's a thing, right? It's a white gay thing.
It's a different.
I didn't know.
Different gay, really, and that is exactly it. It was a different gay. Frasier was just a different gay. Is that what we're getting at here?
How did we get
super white?
How did we get what? How does that make?
Go away.
I think that's the point he was trying to make.
I don't think it was.
No, my point was that I
No, it
misunderstood
wasn't.
how
It
this whole
wasn't.
thing worked.
Yeah.
And my perception when I was young
Yeah.
was that.
I thought you were going to go with it saying that.
It does make sense.
And then I thought
that you were
all white
confused.
people were gay.
No, definitely not that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a fair perspective we've had like
they
as
were
a child.
all-
Like,
we used the
yeah.
word gay in a different way
So
back
that's a
then.
one- yeah.
So yeah.
We were all gay at some point, you know?
but mostly white people.
Yeah, and I meant that too. I was like, we're just.
They started it.
It was just visibility. Like that's all we were shown at the time, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that's the only thing we saw.
It makes perfect sense. You know? Well, that's Dope.E.llum.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all are wondering what
That's
y'all are
just-
doing here.
Is this
but-
going to be like the opening video to your
yeah,
page?
We're solving
website?
We're gonna play
important
this in
issues.
reverse.
Was Frasier gay? No one was asking
With-
that
with, like,
question
the
until
fucking-
now.
Yeah.
We like to bring up
Yeah.
new questions.
Yeah, actually, does anybody watch that show Shameless?
Yeah.
One of my favorite episodes is in the first season where he's writing the English papers for everybody. Lip is like supposed to be like this kid that's the straight A student that like makes money by writing other people's papers.
Yeah.
And so he says like for English papers, what you got to do is you have to just make the argument that the main character is actually secretly gay.
That's
In
the.
order to get an A, because whether you're right or you're wrong, you're making a really interesting argument that English teachers would understand.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially, well, not only that, but like in terms of actually teaching a student how to write better is like, and then have this subtle thing that like is not obvious in the script.
Right, like take
You know?
evidence. Tell me that you can extrapolate that from this. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, like the deeper meaning behind it all. You know?
Yeah, I mean Holden was probably gay.
Yeah, probably. JFK
From
was
Castro?
gay. You know?
JFK was gay.
Wait, what?
They
JFK was
declassified
gay.
it. You know, they named the lunar excursion module after JFK's gay lover, Lim.
Oh yeah,
Billings.
he did have a gay lover.
Really?
Lim.
No shit.
Well, in high school
I mean, Lim, his gay lover,
and college.
or his best
Proper
friend
Catholic
who was
boy.
gay. He also
It was a
lived with him at
mystery.
the White House.
It was a mystery.
He lived with him at the White House, and they had slumber parties. Like the Secret Service called them slumber parties. That's how gay it was. You know,
Like, there's official documents that say slumber parties.
No, I don't know. I
He's
just
like-
made that part up, but they did. They did.
Aliens, though.
See, this proves that
They
you can
did.
say anything
No, but they
confidently.
did say that they often slept in the same room. Like Lim had a house, a room in the White House.
Who?
Lim, good old Lim Billings.
Right now, you're
JFK,
And
gay
Se-
bestie.
Secret Service was like, I know it doesn't exist yet, but in 30 years when Frasier comes
Yeah.
to TV,
They made Frasier might have been based on JFK's life. That's all I'm saying.
they are gonna base the whole thing off of you.
But they were
guys.
obsessed with
Turn your Bluetooth off at night.
Bluetooth.
Drink filtered
must
water.
be- Yeah. Yeah, otherwise, they're turning the frogs gay, too. This is
That's what I'm saying. Drink
Actually-
filtered water. Fuck the fluoride.
Boof your
Break up,
vegetables.
Decalcify
Boof your
your pineal
vegetables.
glands. I
Wait,
love you.
If they make
Drink
the frogs
your
gay, did they make
Boil
Frasier
your
gay?
water.
Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
The microplastics are confusing everybody.
But no.
Wait, so did they make the
Detox.
frogs gay and Frasier gay?
Pass your parasites.
Boof you.
I feel like it was the
what
opposite.
else?
Frasier turned the dogs gay. The frogs
the
gay.
frogs gay.
Frasier turned the frogs gay.
Yeah. If you think about it, like the upside down world of Frasier and Niles not being gay lovers. Because
You're
of
like, it makes less sense that
censorship.
they're not
Because of
gay.
TV censorship.
More
I
than
thought
it
the
does
same
if
thing
they
about
aren't.
Elsa and who, like, remember that Frozen cartoon Disney? I thought they were lesbians. I didn't know they were
Wired.
sisters.
There's
Wow.
Headphones.
But
no Bluetooth.
So it's a common
Blood cancer.
problem, I think, that I have.
Hug your mama.
Do you think all siblings in any show to you might be
No,
gay?
just
Is that what you're
specifically
saying?
those two things. And
You were ahead of Disney.
I didn't watch that Frozen movie, but I saw part of it. I was like, damn, they made a lesbian Disney movie.
That's what's up.
See what I'm saying?
You were ahead of
and
the
then
game.
I didn't realize
Have you
it
not
wasn't.
watched any of these shows or movies?
I have since. That's what I'm saying. Like, now I know.
All right, make the case that Kramer's gay.
Kramer. I don't know. He's just out there, you know. He's just out there in so many ways. I wouldn't call him gay or straight, to be honest.
Straight up was like, I have watched them since, and I know now.
Well, yeah, but initially when I first saw Frozen, it was like halfway through it, and they
through?
It seemed like
I guess they're not gonna have
seen that they're sisters.
I know. I missed the first half. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I started halfway through. And I'm like, damn, they made a nice lesbian.
When are you gonna
Disney
start
movie.
kissing already?
It was just very loving.
In the second half, you didn't think that like whole romantic thing with the guy was gonna be a problem for this lesbian?
Well, see, I also wasn't paying attention. So what
You're
romantic thing with the guy? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just saying that was my perception the first time I saw Frozen, and then I had a theory, and I was like, "Damn, this might be." And then I was like Frasier. You see, it was like Frozen and Frasier.
He's saying that the Disney execs wouldn't allow,
the lesbian thing, so they went sisters. And
Frozen
same thing
Frasier.
with Frasier. They didn't allow the gay couple, so they went brothers. That's
right.
my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
I need your hot take on the Lion King.
Well, I mean,
I think they already have
what
it.
is a fresh take?
Literally,
I need a hot take from
literally,
you.
it's already
Hot take.
happening because like Simba and what's her name, Nala.
Nala, right?
They're literally like related because the little pride is not very big.
Timon and Pumbaa.
They're fucking each
Very
other. They're
gay.
like related.
If we're gonna go back to
Timon and
Adam and
Pumbaa
Eve,
might
we
be
can
gay.
well-
Maybe only because of their voice
probably gay.
actors. Their voice actors were gay,
They're
so they were
probably
probably
gay.
gay.
Wait, both of them were gay.
I don't know.
I thought it was just Nathan Lane.
I just assume they're gay because of who they are.
No, Nathan Lane definitely is.
Definitely gay, but
He's also the shit. He's fucking awesome.
And by the way, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just pointing it out.
Nathan Lane is the fucking
Not
shit.
that there's anything wrong with being
Actually,
gay.
he keeps
It's
going
just-
back to it.
I'm just pointing it out.
Hot
By the way,
take.
with
Hot
Fraser,
take. If
somehow
Nathan
we
Lane
got-
was straight, he would not be as good.
If we keep the theme, yeah, exactly. That's where he gets his. It's like that dude that Feinstein got. You know the guy in Independence Day is like, oh my god, yeah. Like
Harvey Feinstein.
there's a lot of whatever. All right. Anyways, he that guy from the thing. He's been in a lot of movies. If he wasn't gay, he wouldn't be the same. You know. So
Well, probably not.
Any-
Like,
any-
he would
yeah,
probably agree
Timon
with
and
that.
Pumbaa are definitely gay. I didn't
Absolutely.
think about that.
100%.
For sure. They live alone. They're not really interacting with any
Yeah,
of their
and
own
it's like some
species.
He like climbs up
bestiality
inside
stuff.
of the warthog.
It's
it's
some
like-
weird species
Actually, they're
interloping.
on some Bert and Ernie shit.
Bert and Ernie. See.
Yeah,
they're on some
they're like,
Again,
we're roommates.
There's another example. Exec
Good one,
said
right?
no. So they were Bert and Ernie gay? They just didn't explain it.
Also, I like that one was
They
darker
woke up
than
in
the
the
other.
same bed alive.
I like that Ernie was Latino and Bert was white.
They didn't wake up in the same bed, though.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
They have two separate beds.
That's also gay.
That's
Who's
an
the
illusion.
okay. The real
They're like,
question
it's
is,
gayer that they don't sleep together. That's wasting
The
space.
gap between the beds
same
is an
room, though.
illusion. That's
It's
like
the-
a mirage. The gap between Bert and Ernie's bed is an
They
illusion.
turn off
like
the
a
lights and they
mirage.
put the beds together.
Yeah.
It's not
When
even
the
that.
camera
The thing is,
cuts.
both beds are in the same room. That's the difference.
Any old married couple splits their beds up. You know, like that's.
Right. Straight or gay. Everyone knows old
Bert
married
and Ernie
couples.
were definitely gay.
They were definitely
Frasier and
old married
Niles,
couples.
and then the Frozen chicks. I don't know.
I'll bet Bert sleeps in the wet spot.
So we covered a lot of important issues.
I think that's really good, yeah. Well, look, they have, you can't see it, but they have two separate beds.
Right.
Yeah, that's an illusion. AI did that. You know what I mean? AI made the
Yeah,
gap.
you're right. This could be AI.
That's definitely Bernstein Bears
I really
territory.
am like
They slept in the same bed, dude.
I mean,
I'm telling you.
Bert's already wearing a condom. Like,
there you go.
That's some Mandela effect shit right there. That's Mandela effect.
It's a
right there.
striped beanie.
that's how you get fucked by a puppet. isn't
See,
it?
before Mandela, it was one bed.
Like that's
They
After
have,
Mandela,
they have two
beds.
chairs
Right.
next to each
Even
other,
though
sitting at the TV.
It's not how the Mandela effect works, but well, I guess it is before
It
and
is.
after an effect happens, not necessarily before and after Mandela
It's
himself.
something that you remember being
Yeah.
different than it is.
I have a cool idea for the video game stuff. Is like using those as like a tell on like, oh, I'm in an alternate reality, so you gotta like jump.
Yeah,
like
your Inception totem kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a totem. Like, oh shit, someone just said Berenstain, and they thought it was normal.
Well, actually, do
Berenstain?
you watch Atlanta?
Atlanta, a little bit.
show?
I never watched all of it. I watched
awesome.
some of it. I was always a fan of Donald Glover, like because the internet was a film script, y'all. It's a dope film script, interactive web because the inter.net.
Everybody's closing down right now.
Oh, there?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
The
Let's
cool
shut it
thing
down.
is the podcast goes until we close it down.
I will make this point. So this is not necessarily a spoiler, but there's this scene with Judge Judy in the last episode of Atlanta, where basically it makes you question: has the whole series been actually a dream of a certain character?
Yeah. Okay.
And it has to do with a specific form of Judge Judy, and you're like, oh, but if so in the beginning of the episode, they established yeah, I can always tell because of Judge Judy.
Yeah.
And then they show Judge Judy, and it makes you question oh fuck, all 4 seasons, really?
And even to do that, just to do it, just be like, throw in the Judy thing, Judge Judy thing, and then show it just to show it, and be like, yeah, we're fucking with you. You know what I mean?
The whole thing, the whole show.
Yeah. Well, the whole show is definitely him fucking with you.
Absolutely.
Like because the internet, he had a website, and you went there and you could read a film script, and there would be maybe a video on some pages, and there would be like a track to the album, and the album was like a soundtrack. You clicked play on one of these songs, you read a script, and you might have watched a video that was soundless because you're listening to the song, and so you're listening to the album while reading a film script that Donald Glover made, right?
Wow.
And at the end of the thing, it's like, I don't even know how you read it now, but at the end, because the film script is about a boy who's like the son of a record label guy, and he gets into bootlegging.
This is because the internet?
Because the internet.
Okay.
But the film script of it, I don't know if the music itself has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Or it kind of does. You can hear it in the atmosphere. When you listen to the script or read the script, you can listen to the album.
Childish Gambino?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can hear the movie. He's getting in a car and starting it in there's one called Avenue, what's it called? First Avenue or Avenue something Avenue, featuring Lloyd, and it's like a car starting, and it's like in the film script. The car start. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you're reading this thing at the end of the film script. You're reading this one part, and I was listening. Okay, here's what happens. The boy who bootlegs the shit gets shot in the head, dies, boom. And as you're reading it, if you were listening to the bootleg album, the last track literally goes, and all my followers were black, boom, and it cuts off. The last track literally goes silent.
It goes back to the beginning directly.
It goes silent for the rest of the track. Donald Glover leaked his own album, and in the last track went silent when you read that the boy gets shot dead.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
He leaked his own album with that little. You couldn't hear the last track, and the last track wasn't there, so it was cut off right when it's like you're reading the script and he gets shot in the head, and the fucking bootleg version gets cut off, and the kid in the movie was bootlegging shit. It's so fucking wild. It was like, oh, my mind's blown. I tried to explain this to people, no one fucking got it. I'm like, concept worlds, augmented reality, or alternate reality gaming. As a game developer, I want to if you remember Lost, the TV show Lost, there's all these secret messages, and you could track it, and they had internet shit. And so Donald Glover had a fake Twitter account called the Gold Molar or something like that.
Okay.
And he was shit talking, but that was his character's thing, but he did it in real life. He had posts.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
It was Gambino's post.
It was
not,
his, yeah.
Not Donald Glover. Yeah.
But it was the character's post. It wasn't even Gambino.
I don't know enough. I'm learning.
It wasn't even Gambino or Donald Glover. It was the character, his Twitter.
Wow.
Yeah. And you didn't know it until you read that script and you realized, oh shit, there actually is a Gold Molar Twitter account. And it has all this shit, and it's been for years. He's been building it up for years, this concept. And so I've been doing the same thing with my games, but I just like to see it in other people do it. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's and it's something to look at, and you go, that's how you do it right there. You do it that way.
That's fucking sick, dude.
And then he went on and did all these shows and other shows. You know, like he was just doing music. You know, and like, well, I guess he was doing community at that point too. But no, that was cool. It's like if you can look into that script, and it's like but it was an interactive website. Like you'd have to have the website back to even have the timing right of click and play on a song and reading the script. It's dope. And then there were visuals. It was like every now and then there was a video, and it's like I'm listening to a song and playing a video, and then when the video ends, you read the script, and it's like it just sets the whole thing. Like the whole thing was I watched a movie.
I mean, and the big thing about it, what you're describing to me is that listening to an album is an experience.
Yeah.
And that's something big that I think that we should take for granted overall.
Yeah.
Right?
If for sure, it's like you can listen to them, you can get lost, especially if you listen to the whole album. If an artist has put the tracks in order and thought about the whole album as one piece, you know, it's like you can see that, you can feel that, you know, it goes from track to track and it means something. You know, there's a segue happening in a story. I like that. You know what I
agree.
There's a lot of good ones.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, building a set list for a show, building a set list for an album, like it's all about the energy and how you want to tell your story.
Jumping in?
Hey, Indigo said I can come over here.
Yeah. It's just here to talk.
You're on, baby. You're on. I'm gonna step out. I need to go pay my tab. But
gotta
appreciate
pay your
y'all.
tab.
D.O.P.E.llum, do your shit, baby.
You need help with your beer?
You do it on your what?
You need help with your beer?
No,
Need
I'm
help
about to.
with
Nah.
Do you need a buddy to drink with?
No, I'm good.
I like your hat, Americon.
Yeah, Americon made this hat. Americon clothing. Malo the Great. Yeah, what's up, man? I'm John, by the way.
Nice to meet you, John. Felix.
Felix, what's up, man?
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, this is like the little podcast next to the jam. So there's like a jam, and we streamed that, and then we started streaming this like right next to the jam.
Can I vape on it, or is it like?
Yeah, I mean, go for it. You know,
Yo,
do your thing. I don't think anyone's gonna get mad.
Hey, people who speak English.
The only people that would get mad would be YouTube. Like, I mean, who is like? Is YouTube really gonna go in here and do something like that?
They shouldn't care about me. If they do care about me, what the fuck is wrong with them? You know?
Yeah.
It's like the wrong either way.
This is pretty good though. This is a fun little podcast scenario. It's a different kind of podcast, you know. Hopefully it got most of it. There were times when it's like my battery dies on the camera and it's like, but it's plugged in, but it's like barely dying, you know? It's like barely dying. It's dying slowly because it's plugged in. It's not just staying charged though. And then all my batteries are dead, so I didn't and so it's like every now and then the camera goes off.
Well,
you know?
what's been on your mind lately?
What's been on my mind?
Oh, like today, like when you woke up, like around like you woke up from 10.
No, I wake up early, then I go back to sleep. I'll do some stuff and I'll go back to sleep, and then or I'll just like tonight because it's like 2 a.m. now or almost. It's like I'll probably sleep till 10 or noon even. Who knows? A little noon action.
Yeah, I got work at 9.
Yeah.
I gotta wake up at 8.
Good old work. You know,
I hate work so much. You know what's underrated? Is like not working. Like unemployment. I want to be unemployed so bad.
Just you should try out self-employment. It's like being unemployed. You know, when you're trying to get it going, when you're barely self-employed, it's like being unemployed.
If I was self-employed, I would hate my boss so bad. He's a dick. He makes me wake up.
Yeah, I guess it's like you're your own boss.
Yeah. I hate my boss. I would have that mug, look in the mirror.
I'm number one self-employed boss hater. You know, like what is it today? World's worst boss.
Yeah.
You know?
Gifted to myself.
Yeah. Self-employed awards. World's worst boss.
I would tease myself. Like, I would be racist towards myself. I would world's worst boss. Thank you.
Here's a cake. Here's a
Have
cake.
a margarita on Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, this thing's pretty cool though. I mean, it looks pretty good too. It's like we're using this camera with this lens.
Yeah.
So it looks different than like normal podcasts. Plus, we're like right by a jam. Like, I feel like most podcasts would be like, no, I gotta go in a quiet room.
Yeah.
It's gotta be really quiet.
Yeah, I was thinking these
And we
guys
need to-
must have their limiter set to like 10 decibels.
Something. Which one?
Like the microphone, you have to.
This
feel
one?
Like, yeah, I feel like all the microphones you'd have to talk really close. Because if you're over here, you catch.
Yeah, there's a limiter on these for sure.
Yeah.
There's a limiter on this.
We're just out in Dallas, you know, just out.
I just realized I'm not even recording. We were supposed to record, but this is all live streaming and it's kind of recording. I don't know. I don't know what's recording at
That's
this
good.
point.
No, I feel. You know what sucks?
It's out in the web.
That
you know?
would suck if it was always recording.
How great would it be if this entire stream we thought we were sending out somewhere, it just went nowhere, and everyone was in here just having a good time talking.
There's some people in this world that are drinking coffee right now.
Oh yeah,
They're drinking coffee.
I feel like having some right now. Actually, I'm going to try to sleep though.
Yeah.
No, Aerto out here, AC.
Yeah.
He's got the Night Rider coffee. Have you had any of that?
No. What's that?
He has a Night Rider. It's like a cold brew coffee company. So he brews some cold brew, cold brew. So he's cold brewing coffee, bottling it up and distributing it. You know, like there's some restaurants that have Night Rider coffee in their restaurant.
Oh, okay.
So you go brew some gallons.
Yeah.
Deliver it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's pretty good. So there's a lot of coffee in the D.O.P.E.llum verse.
Have you ever grabbed coffee beans, smashed them up, and snorted them?
No, I haven't given that a whirl. I haven't snorted coffee beans. It seems like it would go to the wrong area. You know, it's like coffee I normally drink and I swallow the liquid. I feel like coffee beans up the nose sound like it would go toward my brain or something. Like, where is it going?
It goes to the place that works, baby. That's the place that works.
I feel like it's like going. I guess it can only really go down into your nasal cavity, right? It's not going into your brain.
Oh yeah, it's not recommended by the CDC or any professional guy.
Yeah, so don't try this at home. This is terrible advice.
This is a warning sign.
Yeah, I heard too much coffee can kill you.
Yeah.
So is this one of those, like, if you snort
I'm still snorting
too
to
much?
this day. It's years later.
You still have coffee beans in your nose?
Yeah, I could smell it.
So why did you do it?
Wake up and smell the beans. That's what they say. Wake up and smell the coffee. That's what they say, right?
I feel like old expired coffee beans up your nostrils isn't what they meant by that. You know, they're talking about brewing some nice smelling coffee.
Yeah, so I got acousticism.
Acoustic.
And they say it grows by mold, so it may be by the beans.
So wait, the beans are molding.
They're molding, and the mold
making your acousticism.
Yeah, it's just making it
more
loud.
Okay, so you're getting more acoustic from snorting coffee beans.
Got to get a pedal for that.
Well, that's D.O.P.E.llum, you know.
We need a whole equalizer for that too. It's crazy, Mr. Fauci. Thank you. I got coffee in my nose. It had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fauci.
Fauci gave me coffee beans.
He gave me an acoustic.
He gave me the beans up my nose. No, I haven't tried coffee beans up the nose. Yeah, if you get up like this, you can really like take over the mic with a calming voice.
You get up right here. It was 1982, and we just sailed the open seas.
82? 1982. That's a year before I was born.
That's an 83.
Pinche way.
We were sailing the seas.
This is it honestly sounds pretty good.
He HTH. That's what they say down here in Dallas, Texas. That's what they say. We HTH. We hit the galaxy gas.
We're at the end of the podcast. I guess we should wrap that up. That's D.O.P.E.llum, March 20th, 2025. I don't know. Is this even going anywhere? Does anyone hear this?
If there's anyone, if there's someone in the future that watches this, like in 1,000 years, and they're
even a year from now or a month,
yeah, tomorrow.
Let's say you watch this a week from now.
I want you to know, man.
Comment. Tell us you watched this. You're like, hey, remember, you're the future person. Say, I'm future XYZ, and I'm watching this now. You're like, I'm here in the future watching this. Let us know if you're here in the future watching this right now.
I want you to know that you exist. Yeah. And if you don't exist, you're fucked, man. That would suck, man. That would suck.
We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna get some messages from the future. You ready?
Okay, so
all right, future folks, let us know.
Shit, let us know. That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I meant to be recording this the whole time. Then it would have recorded all these.
No, that's pretty cool. And that's a little cool little mixer.
I mean,
I'll go to La Casa.
All right, man.
Cool, man.
Good to see you, man. You too. Okay.
That dude was doing the after thing, but
not anymore.
You got all this? Any help?
I got it. Be safe. All right, see ya.
Good night.
Yeah, I mean, I just gotta. You want to swap it up? Unplug some bullshit. Yeah. Some of it is like we're just gonna. Like, what are we gonna do?